I'm gonna just start it. Recording live. Well, it's not live, but
Yeah, but
in the stationary tour bus. All right. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do today, fellas. We are gonna rank the MCU movies. Put them in a tier list. We're gonna talk about them each one, and this is what we're gonna do too. I was thinking that we'll all take turns with each movie. So like I'll start, and then I'll put Blade where I think Blade goes, and then before we like decide on it, we'll talk about it, and then like you guys could like maybe like
argue, disagree,
yeah, with your guys' arguments and whatnot. You guys might be able
Just
to
give
sway my opinion, and then we could all decide on the final grade. You know, so like I will start, and then
let's just see where it goes.
Yeah, exactly. I'll start, and then let's go. All right, so I'll start with Blade, and it's been so long since I see Blade, dude. I almost feel like I feel like I shouldn't be the one to rank it, at least first. Maybe one of you guys would be a better fit to rank it than me, because it's been like literally like over a decade since I've seen it. What do you guys think? When you guys feel like you guys have a better...
I mean, I've seen it more recently than that, but it was a couple years ago.
You want to start? You want to start with Blade?
I'll start with Blade.
Go ahead, start with Blade. Because I would feel like a phony if I did.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Blade. Let's see, where's the mouse at? Let's see. Do you think you can grab Blade?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an OG. It's nostalgic. It's definitely 100% nostalgic in my opinion. But nostalgic. And honestly, I really, if I saw it like on Netflix right there, I'd rewatch it for the one time, you know? And I wouldn't say I'd go back and, like do a whole binge watch of the Blade movies, but I'd definitely watch it. So I would put it somewhere like, if I were to give it like a rating.
Hold on, before you do, I was thinking like, okay, we didn't even really lay down like a criteria, because okay, where my mind was about to go right now was like, Blade set the foundation for all Marvel movies coming after.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like we can rank the movie itself, like how good the movie itself is, which we definitely should, right?
Right.
We definitely should.
Right.
But it definitely has like a giant impact on the genre of movies.
Like honestly, he paved the way
He
for
did,
them,
bro. People say Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire paved the way. Some people say Hugh Jackman, Wolverine paved the way.
He's
Dude,
like
come on, Blade.
Tobey Maguire, and my bad is like
You're
to jump
good.
onto that and to Tobey. No disrespect to Tobey, I love you. You're my guy. But freaking like Blade paved the way, and then it reminds me of like Golden State Warriors when Kerr came and took the spot when he already had the team, and then like the foundation's already getting established. Toby's already paving the way too, like running it now. Because after those 3 Blade movies, like there wasn't nothing, you know.
It was.
I mean, we did get in between. Yeah, it was the beginning. We
era.
did get in between like X-Men, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But we got a second Blade movie in between. Dude, it was a time to be alive.
And not only that, the casting.
The casting was crazy,
Right.
bro. Fuck yeah.
And think about how like Marvel started out with Blade. That says a lot about where the genre was at the time, because Blade, it wasn't even like a top hero
When
in
it come
the
out,
comics.
like 19.
They
When it come out,
you can look it up. Someone want to look it up?
98?
No, it was it late 90s or
I think it was late 90s,
or was
bro.
it 2000s?
Might have been like 98, 99. Check it out.
Check it out, because I remember watching it on VHS, bro. If you want to take me back.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it was like
First
definitely a
Blade
pioneer.
movie. When did it come out?
And it was just like the cool hero at the time.
98. Yeah, I was
98.
right. 98. Yeah, honestly,
Marvel felt like
August 21st.
like audiences would gravitate towards Blade
It's coming out
because he was cool. He wasn't like in spandex or like, a superhero. Like
It's
he was
almost-
anti-hero kind of,
It's almost reaching the 30 years, right? I think it's almost reaching 30 years, pushing.
That's
like,
crazy.
And then you guys remember that freaking scene where he enters that kid, he's in the freaking club. He gets lured to the club and he doesn't know what's happening. And he's like, okay, it's a techno scene going on right here. And
Oh,
then
the intro?
Bro, that's the best. That's the scene that everybody talks about.
Dude, oh yeah, we gotta bring that in. And then fucking the blood, man, and he just starts stripping out. Blade just comes in later and just like,
Should we watch the clip?
yeah,
That's one thing I want to bring up
shit
before
up.
we bring the clip up,
You
bro.
know?
This was a rated R superhero movie too.
Oh,
And
damn.
That's what was crazy.
It was the first one.
It was the very first one.
And growing up in a household, 98, I was 6. Yeah, no. What was that? I was 5. I was 5.
He
And
was
freaking,
five.
my brothers, may you rest in peace, baby. Freaking, like, and Matthias, my brothers, like, they would just freaking, they put me on all those movies. Like, they would play it, and I shouldn't be watching them, but we were watching them, you know? Like,
Yeah, and they were glory, they were no holds bar.
they set the bar and the standard for the next movies on, you know?
Get a refresher of the
Let's get a
vibe.
refresher real quick.
Here we go with the tech now.
Oops, my bad.
Oops. Everybody covered in blood.
Damn.
They come at him.
Ah, it's buffering.
Shut up.
Checks at him. Everybody else leaving because they know it's Blade.
Not everybody leaving. The endless clip of ammo.
Yeah.
That's him! That's him! Get him! Fuck him up! We're gonna jack you up! Make him hurt bad!
He smiled.
Got him.
He didn't have to do all that.
He did not.
Give my regards to your boss. Blames him.
I think that clip kind of encapsulates the movie. Like, it was just meant to be badass, you know?
Dude, he has a fucking
Masculine
He has-
bro energy.
he has a switch pistol, like, dude, and then just reloads that shit, just like a guy shooting an Uzi, and the guy's Blade pulls out his pistol, just like. And then he's probably one of the hardest in the MCU.
Well,
He's
now.
Blade, bro. So far, he's been the only
But
Blade.
still, like the only Blade. That's why they don't want to. That's why they don't want to give that guy what's his name?
Mahershala.
Mahershala, the freaking thing.
That's crazy.
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes says some shit.
Yeah, he knew some shit, bro.
He said there can only be one Blade, right?
He saw the Deadpool contract and he was like, "There's only gonna be one Blade."
I bet you anything. He probably improvised that shit.
I think he'll be back.
Think he'll be back? Oh, dude, that would be so freaking cool if he does.
Probably Secret Wars.
You think?
Anyways,
Okay.
Okay,
So
back to
back
it.
to
So ranking Blade.
Ranking Blade. You know what? I was gonna give it a bit of a C tier, but
It has a trilogy.
it does
Two.
get a trilogy. It did kind of like it is a good movie to watch. You would watch it and it's like, all right, cool, it's Blade, you know.
You guys seen Blade 2?
I've seen all of them. I've seen
Pull up the. No,
Wait,
you can't do it.
before
Can't
we
do it.
because I mean,
Too much,
we're
too
gonna
much.
spend forever on this.
Yeah.
So
For
I would
sure,
put
for
it definitely at B tier, but I'll swap it around if something else feels a little bit different. Or what do you guys think?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like you, I think the fans are gonna probably not like that one.
Who cares,
You
bro?
think
Like,
so?
I think so.
What do you
like,
think though?
I think
'Cause
it's
like-
it's
'cause
it's
like
one of the
C-tier-
top tiers. Like it's either
You think
A.
it's top tier?
What else is gonna knock it off? What else?
I
is
think
gonna
there's
do
a
it?
lot.
There's a lot of
Other than
options.
that,
Yeah. I'm not saying it's bad,
Yeah,
but
no.
hardly any of the MCU movies are bad. But we gotta rank them like as they stand against each other, rather than like how they are just as a singular movie. You know, because think about all the movies we got coming. Like we got a lot of them coming,
Yeah,
and
yeah, you got
there's gonna
some
be a lot that are
childhood
gonna be in
faves.
B, A, even S, bro. You know, I'm thinking B or C sounds about right.
I think B or C. Yeah,
B or C?
B or C. Yeah.
What do you think, Blanco?
Because you gotta think about it.
If we're middle grounding it right there, like
But think about it, Blanco. Like for a movie, like it sets the tone right away. It tells you what it's gonna be. You know what kind of character it's gonna show you. But like it's really good. Like it's like the first time you're seeing it, and it's like, bro, like yeah, for its time, it's
It's
friggin'
badass. It's action.
badass,
It's an
yeah.
action movie.
yeah, okay,
It's-
I say that
'Cause
that's
it
a
was-
good marking right there.
B.
Bro, it pretty much set the tone for the.
I don't think that's
2000s,
I
when
don't
you
think
about
that's
it.
not like how do you say it? Like a disgrace, or that's like not a bad thing towards the movie. It's not. B is good. It's a good thing, you know. So, anyways, we should go to the next one. now.
February only being the only Blade.
Not
Hey,
like-
just wait till we get to Trinity, bro. Just wait till we get to Trinity.
All right.
Let's go.
I think I'll start with X-Men. So we'll go this way. You, me, and then Blanco.
All right, go for it.
All right. So X-Men, damn, X-Men. First of all, as just like a movie itself, it was pretty good, right? I mean, it's hard to put yourself back at that time. Like imagine being in the theater watching X-Men for the first time. I was actually in the theater watching X-Men 2. And that was awesome. We'll get there when we get there. But yeah, at the time, I think also like a thought that came to my head right now was as you look at the movies, it goes from being like gritty, dark, and like badass, whatever, you know what I mean, like that kind of vibe, to like you see more and more it gets like more colorful and more hero like and more spandex and more superhero, and X-Men kind of started that, you know. X-Men started that superhero trend of like, obviously they didn't dress them in the regular outfits that we all know them for in the comics, right?
Mhm.
They're
More
all
or less
yeah,
the
they're all in black leather.
leather.
So they didn't
Yeah.
want to go like they don't want to push the extra mile and like do the most to
Add
where
a little,
like
add a little color.
fans might think it was corny or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
They might
like-
not gravitate towards it.
Like James, what's his name? James Marsden or
Yeah, Cyclops.
like how he said, what'd you expect? Yellow
Yeah,
spandex?
yeah.
like
At the time, they didn't think that would work for this big screen, you know.
yeah, and it was going off of Blade, and Blade kind of set
Exactly,
the tone for him.
yeah.
Like,
See,
As far as aesthetic and stuff.
the black
Yeah.
was the look.
and
Going
Yeah.
into
I
that,
think
you know.
at the time too. When did this come out? 2000.
2000.
I think The Matrix was right around the corner. when
Yeah,
it
see?
just came out.
Keeping
True
up
that.
with it,
Yeah,
like-
so it's like that kind of gritty tone, you know. But yeah, as far as that tone, it did have that, but it also had characters like the Beast, like walking around, you know.
Yeah.
it had Mystique and
Nightcrawler.
Toad, and all these goofy characters, you know, in the movie that I feel like they slowly introduced to you, like as far as like over the years, to like get accustomed to where we are now, obviously where we're all accustomed to this crazy superhero stuff. But back then it was like them dipping a toe into like the actual superhero comic booky world of stuff, you know. And they're
Yeah,
mutants, so they have to, right? They all have different weird powers and stuff, so they kind of had to, which I get it. But it was like the beginning of that kind of thing. But also think about the cast, still iconic to this day. Still iconic. You got Hugh Jackman, you got Professor X's Patrick Stewart, you got Magneto's
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, dude. Them three alone are goated
Even
and still working.
the side character, the Toad,
All of them, even James Marsden, right? He's great as Cyclops. He has the look, perfect look.
honestly like
Everybody, like-
he's the guy right there.
I
Like
don't think anybody like realistically really wanted him to be replaced. They just wanted him to have a better role, in the movies. They just wanted better for Cyclops. But it wasn't like that he didn't work as the Cyclops. People loved him as the actor,
Just need
right?
better writing for
Yeah,
him.
he just needed better writing, because I think we can all see it. Like ever since we first seen him, like, yeah, that's fucking Cyclops right there. He pulls it off really well. He pulls it off really well. So yeah, you got that going.
Especially since it was just a movie at the time. There was probably no plans for a sequel or anything. Like they were like, it's just like we gotta make it like actually something that people are gonna gravitate.
I'm sure it was a risk.
Like it was risky.
It was a risk for them to
All
even
these
do
movies,
it.
early movies were risky, bro.
Yeah.
Just fucking but back then it was like they were starting us off on what
They had to thread the needle. They had to thread the needle of what was goofy and cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
because when Wolverine shows up with the claws and he's threatening the guy, and then he's just waiting for the one in the middle.
Yeah,
He's like,
that's badass.
yeah, he's like, give me a reason. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a little goofy, but that's really freaking hard, bro. That's
The way they
hard.
play it off is like they believe in their own lore and their own world, like to a point where it's like we have to as well, So it's like
Kinda
they're
reminds
serious
me of
about
the-
it. We have to take it serious.
Kind of reminds me of the comic book Wolverine when he pulls one out, like, what's up, bub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that cast was a unique cast. You have Halle Berry, you have Hugh, you have Cyclops,
A lot of them are coming back and people love it. Like,
Charles Xavier, and then
And you know what's crazy, Blancs? People were hating on Hugh Jackman. They're like, he's too tall to be Wolverine, because usually,
and he's the song and dance man.
yeah,
from-
exactly,
from Broadway.
So they were hating on him because he's like
He's-
this 6'4" Australian dude.
And it was only a
Yeah.
niche group of comic book fans at the time, right? Like not everybody was a comic book fan back then like it was today.
Exactly.
But people, those guys, which would be like the fucking circles on Twitter today, talking shit, right? They were like upset about it. But the same thing for Heath Ledger's Joker. People didn't like that Brokeback Mountain boy was playing Joker. But look at that, he played a
Arguably the best.
yeah,
Joker.
the best Joker in history, and like not only that, one of the best roles like ever, right? So
best.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
best
you
actor
can't
on that
judge a
point.
book by its cover. You gotta wait till they actually see it. But I think we spent a lot of time talking about it.
Where does
The
it
story
rank, guys?
itself, like introduces obviously the mutants and the Brotherhood of Mutants versus the X-Men, right? And it does it pretty well, and I think it actually introduces Magneto as a pretty good villain too,
Oh hell
like
yeah!
from beginning to end,
For
establishes him.
for Charles Xavier, and the mutants like that.
And it even makes
You know.
when they team up in the sequel, like even that much better because of how
Their
they wrote him.
ideologies are, bro.
and they wrote him in the first movie.
Exactly.
So like when you see him in the jet with the X-Men in the sequel, it's like, oh shit, you guys got like an atomic bomb on board. Like fuck yeah, he's on your side. Like, so yeah, the way they wrote Magneto as a villain was pretty dope. He comes back around as a villain in the third movie. I gotta go and give
That's
this
with
one
Phoenix, right?
the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting this at A tier. I think
A-tier?
it belongs at A tier. It might be controversial because it's not the best X-Men movie.
That's true.
It's not the best X-Men
You
movie.
went with the first one?
This is the first one we're talking about. Yeah.
I was thinking, just a quick side note, like where we place them right now, it may not be where they end up, because we could also be like, oh well, it is A tier, but it's
Rearranging
definitely
towards the
better
end,
than
huh?
X-Men or
Like when we get to a different movie, we want to see like where it stacks up and think
Yeah.
rethink
Yeah.
our decision.
It might switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
thinking A tier, but what do you guys think? Like it could go up, it could go down. I'm thinking like it's not the best X-Men movie, but it did establish a lot of things pretty well. Like that still proves true to this day.
then a good written story
Yeah,
still
and
works.
and if it wasn't, it wouldn't have worked today. Like it's still the things that they introduced back then, like all the characters and lore and everything that the X-Men was like, as far as like an adaptation of the comics, still works today. Like, and they're still using it like the same way it was back then.
They're still using it, and then during that time for the screenwriting for that, like they kind of kept it like on point, leading you thinking like, okay, what's happening right here? Why is freaking
And it was realistic.
yeah, like I was tripping out. Like remember when freaking you have Cyclops right there with the shades off, just freaking floating around, and Jean, it's just shades, right?
Yeah, but think
Jean
about
Grey
the
looking, like-
politics stuff in the movie too. Like the whole government versus the mutants and stuff. Like
Mhm.
that shit was I kind of like ahead of its time, because it's kind of like it's relevant today.
Trying to lock 'em up.
Yeah. So yeah, I think an A tier. But what do you guys think? You guys want to sway my opinion on that?
Well,
Because we do got
Yeah,
further X-Men movies coming
I was
up,
gonna say the only thing going really against these older movies is just the fact that they're older movies.
and
They
there's
look-
better ones.
They're
coming
just a
out.
little bit
Yeah.
more dated, but Yeah, I mean, right now, until we put more options on there, we'll probably
Leave it at 8.
We'll leave it at 8 for now.
All right. All right, then we'll move on then to Blade 2. Blanco, you want to start?
Yeah.
Blade 2, or
Blade 2.
if you want, you
shit.
could decide to pass it. You know, if you don't feel, because that's what I did. Like I didn't feel right talking about it because I didn't remember it that well.
Yeah, I remember Blade 2 freaking
You remember Blade 2?
I don't remember a lot of Blade 2, but I do remember freaking I was tripping out when
It was like
When-
the super vampires.
well,
right?
yeah, it was super vampires and they were looking like predators, man. I was just tripping out like
Like
what
the
fuck?
actual Predator.
Yeah, like the fucking
Yeah.
mouth opened up and then it was just fucking eating the regular vampires, you know. I remember that scene and then
There was a scene in the in the sewers where they throw off the light bombs and they're about to kill all the vampires they work with in a
Like-
suicide mission.
like Blade 2. I remember there was a scene and it was Blade and the old guy, his sensei just freaking gathering up some people around to fucking make a team to kill these fucking things. And then there's a badass scene. This is the one I wanted to tell you to put up. Like he's looking at all the fucking vampires or the people, and then it just shows him. It's just fucking ice cold
What, through like a scanner?
through the scanner
You know what I'm-
thermal.
you know what I'm
thermal
just
shit,
realizing?
so-
And he's all cold.
yeah, and he looks back because you know he's looking at him. You
You
know.
guys want to know what I'm realizing? Blade 2 actually has low-key a similar premise to X2, where it's him teaming up with the enemy to go
In the
fight.
first movie.
Yeah, in the first movie. So he's teaming up with the vampires.
I think that was
now.
kind of a trope back then.
Yeah, where it's like the good guy, then then it's him teaming up with the bad guy.
But that's how they preserved villains back then.
Did
You know?
they?
No, you know what I mean?
keep 'em
'Cause
around.
MCU for a long time had a villain problem.
That's true.
They would
did.
kill a villain, like a cool villain in the first movie, in the first outing. I wish would have stuck around, you know?
Mhm.
And back then it was like more of a trope to do that, like
Leave 'em
fight the
there.
villain and then lock them up so that they could come
He
back
breaks
like,
out,
or something,
and
you know?
comes
Yeah.
back, yeah.
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 I wish the MCU would have did that more, actually.
Yeah, but I just realized that I was tripping out. I was like, what
Like
the
imagine
heck?
Stain, the dude from the first movie, if he got locked up. But did he die in the first movie?
Stain.
Iron Man?
Who
The
died,
Ironmonger?
Oh, Ironmonger.
Did he die? Did
Yeah,
he kill
he
him?
got
From the fall, huh?
Yeah, he dropped into the arc reactor.
From the fall, yeah, that's right. But it would have been cool if like he would have lived, in my opinion, you know?
Yeah, brought him back for the
Yeah, if he
second
locked
one.
him up or something, yeah. And he would have just been like, not like prominent, but just the option out there that's still out there. Like, oh, we
I
can
get
come
you.
around to that, you know, type of thing.
We'll talk more about
Yeah,
that
yeah,
when
yeah.
it comes around. But
So anyway, Blade 2.
Blade 2, where do you feel, Blanco?
You
I
wanna
Blade 2?
You
what do
want
you
to
know
place it
more?
somewhere?
Yeah, I think like
Oh, my bad.
Do you remember when he fights the super vampire son or whatever when they were?
yeah, I remember when he fucking hits him right here in the gut, and then the dude just fucking climbs up the wall and fucking lets his intestines fall out.
I don't remember.
You don't
that.
remember that?
No, what I remember is that they talk about how like they cloned the main vampire and that he was like his
Feeding-
young version of him, but he was like the head super vampire. He fed off of the dad from
He
Rick.
was feeding off of the clones too.
Yeah, but fuck, I don't remember much other than that. That movie, the movie was like a blur. That was like a fever dream almost.
Yeah, it goes around like. What is that? Is that 3 right there?
Hmm?
That's 1. It's 2. It's 2.
What do you feel like?
I feel like Blade probably goes in a B tier, man.
You think so? Blade 2?
Yeah, Blade 2. That's like BC.
Blade 2, B tier.
Higher or lower than Blade 1?
It's hard. I feel like I can't.
They're like
I
in
can't
the
really,
same
like,
range.
I can't really speak on these movies that much.
Like T would have to go and make.
It's been a long time since I've seen them.
If it's gonna be B tier, it might just be the lowest B tier in my opinion. Well, IMB. I am
It could
saying
be
it's-
low B or high C. What do you guys think?
I think like a.
Well, we gotta put more options.
You gotta
on
put
there.
her put yeah.
There's some stinkers coming up.
It's just all the
It's-
writing though. You got to think about the stories on all these freaking movies now. Like
But you
It was
think
the first
B-
one to pull
You
out.
think Blade 2 B? Final answer?
I don't know. I think it deserves
the
more
C?
like high C tier.
I see.
What do you think, Blanco?
Where
If
should
you
we
said between
place
B,
it?
C, what
Where
keeps
should we
you-
place it now? Like, where should we just leave it now?
You guys want to get an action scene? No, not talking shit.
Nah, it's not gonna spoil us that much. I mean, it'll probably be badass.
Yeah.
Hmm,
I think we should just leave it at bring Blade. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like it like that. Like,
I can't speak on it, so
Okay, so you got it.
I mean, I'm a Blade fan. I mean, we're all fans of these.
You know what? Let's see if there's more B tiers that we remember that were like.
Yeah, and it might drop to a C maybe.
Okay. You got a big one.
No fucking way. Oh man.
Spider-Man 2002. Tobey Maguire. Damn, what's his name? Green Goblin.
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe,
Sam Raimi.
James Franco.
Okay. I got a lot to say about this. I won't say what ranking just
Kristen
yet, but
Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst too. Well, Kirsten Dunst was actually not horrible as MJ in that movie.
Yeah.
It was Sam Raimi, it was Tobey Maguire, and it was like, you look back on it, it's like, bro, this is a cool ass Spider-Man movie. Like,
It was the Spider-Man movie.
it was the Spider-Man.
Because
movie.
what else did we have at the time? I don't think there was any other Spider-Man movie at the time.
And unless you see the old Spider-Man TV show stuff from
Yeah.
Japan.
These rankings are getting tougher because these were the only things that we had at these
That's
times.
why we have to
you
think
know?
about it. Like, well, there's a lot to think about or consider. I mean, for me, I have a lot to say about it too. I think personally, this is my opinion, guys. I think it's one of the best origin movies of all time.
It is, though. That's why
Legit.
it like gets it so right. Like it's like there's those.
It kind of set the standard for origin films,
Right.
superhero origin films.
Because I heard somebody say this, that Sony, despite how bad or how good their movies are, the one thing they're really good at is getting like comic book accuracy in some shots. And like,
Oh, yeah.
they were really good with that.
No, they treat Spider-Man really good.
They do treat
You know,
Spider-Man.
they give Spider-Man all the money. They give him all the resources.
He's
He's the guy. So, they milk the fuck out of every shot, every comic book cover they could replicate, every villain they could fit in the movie. You know, they do the most for him every time. You know, so of course it's like their breadwinner, Spider-Man. They always treat him well.
Even when they weren't doing Gwen Stacy, when they in the first one where it's MJ, he's like, now choose Spider-Man.
Yeah,
You're like, yo, the
That's also
woman
a
you
nod.
love? Or what was that?
it's also a nod to the comics.
Dude, yeah, exactly. So it's like,
it was a kid,
Or
right?
when he
and he's
wraps
a
him up,
kid.
when he
And
wraps him up with the hook and then he swings him around off his glider.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
straight out the comics too.
Yep. Even the way he dies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
he
yeah.
gets impaled by
that's
his
true. I didn't know about
Glider,
that at the
like-
time.
That was, damn.
Dude, it was my first movie in theaters that I watched, and obviously I loved it. But it was like, okay, when's the next one? When's the next
Yeah,
one?
I
Like,
always
when
anticipated.
does Spider-Man 2 come out? Like, when Spider-Man 2? Okay, that one movie looks cool, but when Spider-Man 2 coming out? It was like my highly anticipated movie, like ever. Every time it came out, you know. It was
Oh.
like that was my childhood. Like ever since then, like I watched each one in theaters, and it was such a like impactful event for me. You know, like, every time because it kind of shaped me as a superhero fan. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Spider-Man was my guy, and it was like,
freaking watching him on what is it, Fox, or like just growing up watching the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, freaking tearing shit up, and then when he gets the symbiote in one of the
We'll get to that.
yeah, when
We'll
we're
get
talking
to
about the
And that
movie,
too?
we're talking about the movie.
But like the way it was shot, the way Sam Raimi, even though he was a horror director at the time, what did he do? Evil Dead.
Yeah.
The way he still kept his style and it just worked, and it was like it was
No,
a
dude.
really good movie.
Like you're talking about his style.
Yeah.
They did implement horror aspects into the movie with
They
the Green
did.
Goblin stuff,
They
dude.
did.
It was scary as shit as a kid. But I liked it. I gravitated towards the character. Like his scenes where he's talking to himself in the mirror and shit, you know?
Yo.
Yeah, dude.
What about that? What about that scene when he freaking gas chambers himself?
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
all
just
fucking
like-
going crazy in the
He's
chamber.
fucking-
Yeah, dude.
like having a seizure in that shit. Like,
yeah, bro.
dude, and then his eyes
Or-
rolled back.
When he throws the grenades to the corporate guys on the balcony and they all just turn to skeletons when they just drop down, like what
Oh,
the fuck?
man. And then you just hear the freaking
Yeah, dude.
and then not even him, just the laugh and the shadow.
Or the iconic
Willem
moment,
Dafoe, man.
bro, when he goes inside the burning building.
Yeah.
And you hear the baby crying.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hell
That was
yeah.
an awesome shot.
Dude, the Matrix
Where are you,
fucking
man?
dodges, and when he
Dodges,
dodges
yeah.
all the
He
dude,
throws
come
the fucking
on,
shit.
dog, so good.
I think this one has, for a lot of reasons.
I think we have like some biases towards it for
Yeah, it has a lot
sure,
of
but
biases.
come on, like
But the way it was shot, the way it worked.
When
the
did this
way
come out?
it was-
2000?
2002.
The way this is an
2002.
origin story, like you said, it definitely deserves to be at least S tier because it is cinema, bro.
S tier.
There's nothing-
Damn.
I'm gonna have to put it on the first S tier unless
Ew.
you guys can convince me otherwise.
Ah, okay. I love this movie so much. Obviously, we said a lot about it, but I don't know if it's S tier. I don't know if it's S tier because I don't even know if it's top 5 Spider-Man movie. Is that a controversial take? It might be. Like, it might be 5 or 4, right? Right? Or what do you guys think? Am I off base there?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Because think about how many we have now. There's like, what, 3
I think-
trilogies or something like that, right? So we have a lot of movies.
yeah, we got 3 trilogies of Spidey. A little bit more.
I would probably put it like 4 or 5, but that doesn't mean it's not S or A. I'm just putting it out there. Like, it's not the best, like, Spider-Man movie in my opinion, but I think it even holds up. That's what's crazy too. Is that
That's what I'm saying. Is that the way I'm seeing it is as just a movie in itself.
Mhm.
But on top of the fact that it's such a comic book movie too,
and it's easy to watch for any
Yes,
general
it's-
audience.
Yeah, so I'm like,
You could probably just put it
Anyone
on
can
right
just
now
get
and
into
rewatch it. You know, like
for X-Men, not that I don't think it would be. It's just that if it felt a little niche. I felt
I know what you mean.
There were always a little niche. And Spider-Man is just an iconic character. It might be nostalgia. It might be biased, but I'm gonna fuck it. If anybody
It's
wants
hard
to
to
that's what I
argue.
was saying
It's
about
hard to argue.
that's what I was saying about the comic books, like or like no, not the comic, but like the cartoon. It just like kind of just reminds me of this.
Yeah,
Well, we think
exactly.
about the
You
big
know.
parts of like what we judge movies on. It's like what the acting, the story, the villain, right?
Willem Dafoe, the villain, my
There,
guy.
it hits even the music, bro. It hits so good. Like the music is iconic now to this
I
day.
think we need to put the song right now.
I mean, we could, but I don't know if we could play it in the
That's
stream.
true,
Yeah,
that's true. We could-
Yeah,
we could-
freaking. But Toby's the goat.
yeah,
Toby's
right?
our Spidey.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
always will be my
Bro,
favorite.
they're
Yeah.
bringing him back.
I know, which is nuts.
Yeah,
dude.
which is
nuts. Like
So
they're bringing him
nuts,
back
bro.
for a reason. It's like they know.
That's
what
why
we
you
want.
seen his eyes when he freaking stopped Tom.
Okay, look at this is gonna be my final, I guess, argument. Okay?
Okay.
My thing is that we got a lot of movies coming up, right, guys? I feel like we really need to keep the S tier prestigious. We can't just go around giving every movie S tier. So we
put him
put
in-
Spider-Man here now. We can agree to put it on S tier, but we can't just put every movie out there that we love on S tier. You know what I mean? We have to judge it fairly too, like comparatively to what we consider peak.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think
I don't want to
to
like. I'm not trying to put it down, but I'm just saying keep it in mind that we do put it S tier. We shouldn't have like fucking 20 S tier movies. You know what I mean?
No, totally.
Yeah. So
Well, fuck it. Let's see.
keep
see
it there for now.
Keep it there for now because remember, this can always change. We could always have stuff that knocks it out, or it's like I think this one might be peak or something. You know?
Yeah.
This one might be more peak, or is it just nostalgia bait, or? Because,
Okay, we'll keep it there for now.
But fuck it, or maybe because like you say there might only be a few more handfuls of S tiers in here.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
You still gotta rank them like be like okay, which one's better than which?
Right,
you know?
right.
So.
All right.
What do you think? But what do you think though? Because, like I said, Willem Dafoe, great villain. Spider-Man struggles, so relatable, and it's his first outing, origin story. Like,
It really gets you behind the
new
character.
to the hero. You know,
if you're new to the hero, like this is a good introduction to him too.
it's like it's crazy because in that movie he's a underground hero coming up versus a smart ass fucking villain that's on steroids basically,
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
fucking and a he's a psychopath.
They're both genius, like you said. I'm something
Yeah.
of a scientist myself.
Yeah, you
They're
know,
both
and then
geniuses.
in the Parker
There's
guy,
like
he was
a-
doing his thing too.
There's a contrast to the characters. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like they both have their origin stories in this movie, like concurrently. If you go back and watch it, they like as the story goes, it's like it starts off with Peter, and then it goes to Willem the Goblin, and then it's back and forth. Like it just shows each other's origin until they collide. You know?
Like
So-
the or that scene when William Dafoe walks in the building and then Spidey's up on the ceiling and then the blood falls and he smells it. He's like,
Oh
Bro,
and then he
You
yeah.
wanna
looks up
talk
and then
about-
he looks down and looks up.
Such a
Yeah,
tense scene. Such a tense.
yeah.
scene
He's
right
like, and then he's out the window and then
Yeah.
he goes out the window and he's just under.
there. right.
Like,
right.
looks up
you want
and
to talk
under.
about like iconic characters? We haven't even touched on J.K. Simmons' fucking J.
Oh
Jonah
man,
Jameson.
come on, dude.
I want pictures of Spider-Man now.
So good. It's like you wouldn't even be familiar with the comics, and you would think like, oh, they nailed this character. You know what I mean? Like this dude's so good. Like he's exactly what he should be.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it set the standard.
We've been
for the
hearing that
character.
guy since 2000.
Dude, they even brought him back when he
It set the standard for the character because that's what the character became after that, like in every medium, like even in the game, like when you hear his podcast or whatever he has, this news station thing.
He does?
Yeah, when you're
Oh,
swinging
shit,
around, he
yes.
has like a thing where he talks about Spidey, and he's like, Spider-Man's tuning in, listening to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a station radio station.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
So it's like he's basically J. Jonah Jameson from the movies. Like they basically translated that character to the game. It's kind of like how they translate Iron Man now. It's like every Iron Man now is RDJ in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
so
Just the variant.
it did. Like that's a good call. That one did kind of like set the standard for that character too. And
Like,
it's
that's
a fan favorite.
Like, that's an iconic role, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's iconic. It's a
It's
fan
iconic.
favorite.
So then we also got, what do you call it? What else? On top
The
of that?
iconic fucking upside down kiss in the rain scene.
There we go.
Come on now,
Thank
like
you.
that's iconic.
Thank you.
It's literally the definition of iconic as far as film and cinema, right?
I'll put it like this.
Yeah, because like
It was-
imagine. Okay, go.
Let me tell you. I'll put it like this. It was so good at, it's so so good at like adapting stuff that I actually believe Spider-Man had organic web.
You're right. Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't learn that till
No,
after the
no,
fact.
you're
I was
right.
like, what the fuck?
And then imagine how bad Peter. Like we didn't get to
I
see
thought
it
it
on
was
screen.
normal, by the way.
We didn't get to see it on
I didn't
screen,
think. I
but-
thought Spider-Man having web shooters was weird. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? Like my Spider-Man just shoots
Just
webs.
shoot 'em
What
right
the hell are
there.
you talking about? Yeah. What were you saying?
Freaking like we didn't see it off screen after that kiss, but when he got back to that fucking room, he was fucking feeling
Oh,
himself.
yeah.
He's like, she wants
Yeah.
Spider-Man, but she don't want Peter.
He didn't
but
know
fuck
the
it.
identity yet.
Yeah, but he was just
it was
like,
a dub. It was a dub either way.
dub.
Yeah.
She was
Shit, he got back there.
Dude,
Shit.
come on now, dude. Everybody loved that scene. Come on. Okay, I think we're good with putting it in S tier. What we should do though, a little bit from here on out, is try to speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, Spider-Man is a movie worth talking about, so I'm cool with us talking about it. But
Yeah, we got
we should
caught
try
up
to
in the
speed it up a little
ramble
bit.
mode. This
All
should
right,
get fun.
ramble mode.
Hey, it's ramble mode. You know what I mean?
We're-
I don't want to spend too much time.
No, I think that you should make a fucking soundbar. Like after when we go too much over into something, you should hit a button that says ramble mode or
Oh,
just
just like a
ramble.
Smash Bros. Announcer
Some
thing.
shit, yeah.
Ramble mode.
Yeah, some shit, bro. Like we're going too on, and then we're just.
Okay. Anybody want to do Daredevil? It's another movie I remember vaguely.
That
It's a
goes
wrestling
like,
guys. I'm a tactic.
Yeah, I remember
Somebody
that
tells
one.
me you remember it.
I
pretty good.
remember.
I remember it not being good.
It was like a CD.
Okay, CD. That sounds.
I
about
do.
right
I
to
do.
me.
I think like C.
I know
Girl,
that
it's-
a lot of people don't like it online and whatnot. Like
Online?
if you look up the reviews and stuff,
Oh.
it's not well reviewed.
Probably not. But I mean, like I do like the origin story of Daredevil.
What is the review, anyways? Let me check it out.
check the review.
Daredevil. What year did it come out? 2003.
See, bro, dude, they were popping off with these fucking hero movies. That's what I was
42%
loving.
Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, it is what it is.
5.3 out of 10 IMDb. Yeah, it wasn't reviewed well. This is one of the most poorly reviewed superhero movies that came out at the time.
I'm gonna give you my review.
Yeah, no, do it because
Like-
because I don't remember it that well.
Like I remember freaking when I get it. He was a kid. This is how he got his powers in the movie. He was a kid.
Oh yeah, well I know the
You remember
story of Daredevil. Yeah,
Yeah, honestly, I thought that was pretty sick. Like, I loved how he had that freaking ultrasonic.
you like how they
scene.
portrayed it?
Yeah, how they portrayed it. Like he was just hearing
Like a
shit,
bat.
and then he was hitting shit to make
Watch the mic.
the vibration go to see who's there. Throwing his freaking wand, his nunchuck coming back to him, recapitulating. I think
You could use this, Julie.
they could have done his hero better with. I mean, his evil
villain?
villain better. Yeah, his villain better.
Bullseye or
Bullseye.
Kingpin?
Kind of both. Like Bullseye more. He was kind of weak saucing.
I know what you
Wasn't
mean.
that the same actor who played the
played
Penguin,
the
Colin
Penguin.
Farrell?
Yes, sir.
The Penguin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the Batman.
Same actor.
Same
Wait,
actor.
that played the Bullseye.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Kingpin.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bullseye scene was cool too, but I'm not a real Daredevil fan, but I do remember that movie with Ben Affleck. I think probably people don't like how he could he was just chilling in the shower a couple times. They probably don't like that scene. Like I think it goes under a D.
What about the basketball scene?
Basketball scene. I don't remember that one. Damn,
There's
refresh my memory.
where isn't he like on a date with like?
Oh, he shoots it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, these early 2000 scenes. I don't know why, or these comic book movies sometimes had like basketball like hooping scenes,
Like Catwoman.
yeah, like Catwoman.
Oh,
It was
man.
like a thing. It was like they had one in here.
Inspired by
Oh my
Kobe.
god, maybe that's what they parodied in Scary Movie 2
Oh,
With
with the
man.
basketball sequence. Remember that part of Scary Movie 2?
Oh my
The
god.
song. Anyways, okay, D tier. What do you think, Yuli? Would you argue it?
Nah, I mean, I would probably put it low key, kind of. You know what?
I don't remember the movie that well, but from what I do
Yeah.
remember, I think a D tier sounds fair.
I think you know
Yeah,
what? For the
for
same
being-
reason, I'll leave it there. For the same
And then
reason.
it's for it being a solo movie, you know, it's a solo movie. They make nothing after that.
Just a spin
Because it wasn't successful.
It wasn't
Yeah.
successful.
But yeah, that's right. I like
But
that.
I did. It was cool. I liked the suit. I liked the red eyes. It was cool for it being a Daredevil movie. But was it the greatest Daredevil movie?
No.
Nah,
But there wasn't another one. If you
there
think
wasn't
about
another one.
it. Yeah.
There's TV shows.
Yeah.
We
Which
got
is
next.
goated. Anyways, we got X2 up next, and I mean I can go for this one. I seen this one in theaters with my dad and my family, dude. I remember walking out of the movie and I was just like my mind was blown because at the time it was like when I walked out of Avengers. Like when I was in 2012 when I was like what 13, 14, whatever. I forgot how old I was, but it was like I walked out of the Avengers for the first time and I just witnessed like something crazy, right? Like I was a kid. I don't know how old, but I don't know when this movie come out, like 05, 06? Something like that.
Let's see what I'm
04 maybe. Anyways, it was one of the first, like, in my opinion, greatest of all time superhero movies. It was the first, I think it was the first one that came out where it's like, there wasn't a lot of competition, but this one right here was the best one. I think this one's better than every movie that we have listed so far. I love the Wolverine stuff. I've always loved the Wolverine's amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
2003. I love his amnesia and the fact that he has memory loss and whatever, and he doesn't know what to believe. He doesn't know who to trust. He doesn't know if he could trust. What's his name?
Logan.
No. What's his name?
Magneto?
No. The guy who put him in the
Stryker.
tank. Stryker. Right. He doesn't know if he could trust Stryker because he doesn't really remember him. But Stryker treats him like he's his son. You know what I mean? Like he's his own creation or whatever.
He created him.
Yeah. And he doesn't know what to believe. He doesn't know shit. And it's like it's a cool journey for him, I think. You know what I mean? And they got a lot of cool action scenes. We just watched the Nightcrawler opening scene of the film, right? That where he tries to assassinate the president. Such a badass opening scene, dude. One of my favorites too of all time, and that's what made Nightcrawler one of my favorite characters. Like I always,
I do remember that scene.
whenever Nightcrawler is a character in video games, like I always want to play as him just because of that. Because I love how he would like teleport and shit, and the smoke effects and stuff like that. It was so dope, right?
You know,
So,
I read something about it. He's teleporting through hell and fighting demons to get to the next destination.
Really? That's what Magic does.
dimension.
You haven't seen,
And that's what he does too.
you haven't seen X-Men
I've seen
97?
nah.
No, bro.
But
There's
that's
a
what
quest
Nightcrawler's
teleportation scene in there. You gotta
Nice.
check
From
it out.
Nightcrawler, that's cool.
That is.
But yeah, so with that being said, it's easy for you guys to assume that this is S tier, bro. You got all the same characters coming back. You got the death of Jean Grey at the end, which is awesome, her sacrifice. You got the Stryker Wolverine stuff. You got that one scene where they invade the X Mansion, right? And Wolverine defends the kids. It's fucking badass.
Yeah, dude. Okay, now my memory's just refreshing right now because I was blank on this.
Come on, well, X-Men,
shit.
Magneto teaming up with the X-Men, right? Like him and the Brotherhood teaming up with the X-Men. It's such a good like premise or whatever. Like seeing them all work together, it was so cool.
It's hard to argue, to be honest.
It was like, I'm telling you, like the Avengers of its time in a way. It wasn't like a total team up movie, but in a sense it was, because it was the X-Men as we knew them from the first movie, like really assembling as a group, as
like
a unit.
it's an ensemble. Basically.
Right, yeah, it is. It has so many characters and moments and stuff. Yeah, I think it's goated. So S tier. You guys agree?
I can't blame you. Like the story writing was pretty good too. You know,
For sure. Yeah, no, it was
like
telling
we
you, one of the best.
wanted more. We wanted more.
Like, I think it's still one of the best comic book movies of all time. Maybe not top 10, but probably top 25 at least, you know? Like, for sure. So, yeah, S tier. Anyways, Yuli, we could bounce it back to you with Spider-Man 2.
Oh my god.
This is a big one.
I can't do this.
Such a big one.
Oh my god.
One of my personal favorites.
It is.
Doc Ock.
Oh, yeah.
Doc Ock. I was thinking, okay.
How do they make two villains in a row, like,
So great.
Yeah.
Like
that could easily be goofy as hell and not work?
Oh,
Dude,
bro,
exactly. Like
yeah.
the tentacles and all that. I don't.
But-
Dude.
But you gotta think about those two villains, eh? Like those two villains put their soul into those
Of
fucking
course,
characters,
they're
man.
goated.
Like we're on to William Dafoe, and then you're on to I
The
forget the guy's name.
performances are
but-
so good.
yeah.
Like they
dude,
treat it like it's fucking cinema.
Yeah. Like,
Right?
Yep.
They treat it like it's cinema, dude. Like they don't come in there like it's a superhero movie. No, they give it credibility. You know what I mean? By the way that they treat it.
And then the train scene is arguably like one of the best superhero scenes of all time.
Dude, I love that scene. How about when it starts with Doc Ock on the building, on the skyscraper, where
Oh,
it
dude,
zooms
yeah.
in on his glasses. You see Spider-Man swinging in the city and shit, and then it zooms into his glasses and his reflection of it. Dude, it's so dope.
in the
bro.
visor.
One of my favorite scenes of all time, or transition scenes of all time. So good.
Bro, when he loses his powers at the beginning or like the first half, and it's like he's just tired of being
Like
Spider-Man,
he's
bro.
stressed out. And
Yeah, he can't be Spider-Man.
one of my favorite things about it is the Parker curse, where it's like so prominent, right? Like he's just eating shit every corner, every turn. Like he's just
Yeah.
like his life is just
His
miserable,
body's
right?
just fucking
And yeah, his life is just like, you know what I mean? The Parker luck.
It's like
It's
got
like,
a girlfriend, can't enjoy shit.
Yeah.
There's a villain out to get you. How do I? And then I can't tell my girl that I'm Spider-Man.
right.
So hey, babe, I gotta go. Like
Yeah.
I just saved her. Where the fuck you at?
He sacrifices everything in his actual life to be Spider-Man. and
literally loses
take
his
control.
job, bro.
Loses
His
his
favorite
job,
kid.
loses his girl, loses his best friend. Yeah, dude. Remember when
Damn.
who was it? Was it Harry slaps him in the
face?
in that one party scene? Dude, that shit broke me, bro. That shit broke me. And then right there, Mary Jane gets engaged in front of him, and everybody starts clapping and stuff.
Bro, it's
I
just
felt
the-
so bad for him, bro. Like my heart sinks
Is that-
for him
is-
in that scene, dude.
That's the scene when it was like everything was going. It was kind of going well, leading for him.
It was like the
To
straw
Mary
that broke the
Jane?
camel's back. Like it was like just stacking on him.
But
a bunch
what
of shit on
started
his
started
shoulders.
was that he was late because he was being Spider-Man, and he was late because the guy was like at the theater.
Mhm.
He's like, well, he's like, yeah, I got a ticket for me.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be here.
That's when
Well, she said you were supposed to be here
You're
at
supposed
this
to show
time.
up at the show, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. You know, like, fuck.
But yeah, no, it's like it
Fucking
really
Peter,
demonstrates.
man. That's when it
like,
started fucking falling downhill for him after
Yeah.
that being late, him being Spider-Man responsibilities.
It's crazy, dude. It's so good. It's so good. And then we haven't talked about Aunt May.
Oh,
She's so good in the role, right? And in this movie in particular, she's the one that gets Peter back, like
to being Spider-Man,
Spider-Man and
that's
being
true.
himself.
man,
you know
hold
what I
on, hold on, hold on. You bring back Aunt May. We didn't even bring back that scene
Uncle
on Aunt
Ben?
May. No, the scene of Aunt May when fucking
Doc
Green Goblin fucking blows up the building. Like, dude, like
That's
that's not
savage one,
fair.
bro.
Like that's go-to.
That's a
Like
savage one.
you now who's attacking? Oh, he's attacking my fucking family.
Yeah.
I'm praying. She's just an innocent old lady. Please,
That
God.
means
Yeah.
Spider-Man wanted
God.
Yeah, dude. He's
Dude.
like, finish it. That scene is crazy, bro. That scene is wild.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad. I had to bring Spider-Man 1 back.
No,
Yeah,
like-
no, and then they double up on what do you call it in the bank scene? Does it Doc Ock attack on?
Yeah,
too?
wraps her up.
Yeah, see?
Takes her up to
Snatches
the
King
top of the
Kong type
skyscraper.
shit, you
Yeah,
know, like-
exactly. And the whole time during the fight, he's trying to save her. Like, he's
Yeah.
trying to protect her.
Throwing bricks at her or some shit.
It's so good, dude. So good. I think that movie is the first comic book movie that won an Oscar, by the way,
Really?
for visual effects.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like for the Doc Ock sequences and stuff. You know, when they're fighting on skyscrapers and the train scene, all that stuff was ahead of its time at the time.
Yeah,
But Spider-Man 1 was such a hit that they were able to do that in the sequel. You know, really go big.
where they went, bro. They knocked it out of the park because the conflict in Spider-Man is double. The freaking what do you call it? The responsibility of being Spider-Man is double. Like it literally is. The Spider-Man 2. It's like it's just like X-Men 2, bro. This run was crazy.
It's
but-
like
Yeah.
it's like it makes sense to where it goes, and it's like a straight. It's like almost like a part 1, part 2 kind of thing where it picks up right where it leaves off in a sense.
Mhm.
He's already Spider-Man.
He's
It's
in
like, you know,
school.
where movies today, like MCU movies, currently like recently-
Avengers don't do that. Like it's not like, oh, this one picks up after the last Avengers.
Or I was saying how I was about to say how they skip origin movies now, and they kind of just jump into the movie. Spider-Man 2 is that kind of movie where it's already into things. You know what I mean? He's already swinging around as Spider-Man, saving the day.
It led up to that. already,
Yeah, it's already like the movie that that first one could have been if it wasn't so origin film heavy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like now we're talking. Now it's Spider-Man. Like now we're into the storyline and into Peter's
We
life.
got past the intro.
Yeah, now it's him. Now it's him balancing the life of the two, Spider-Man and Peter. I think we're gonna see a lot of that in Brand New Day, though. By the way, too, a lot of that same ideology from the Spider-Man 2 movie. It's gonna be in this new one because of how obviously.
the first study was a trilogy, or were an intro.
Yeah. The first, it's like an origin trilogy,
Yeah,
and now he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be more stressed out than ever because he's more Spider-Man now than he is Peter, because he doesn't have a Peter Parker identity no more, right?
You're talking about in
In MCU in the new movies.
Okay.
So he's gonna be super stressed out, and he's gonna be super like just Spider-Man. It's gonna be almost the opposite, where in Spider-Man 2 he gives up being Spider-Man, you know, and in this one it's like he gives up being Peter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be different, like
Well, it's
almost
because of
opposite.
Maestro. I mean,
Doctor Strange.
that too.
The spell. I'm talking about the spell that
Oh,
made everybody forget his identity. He didn't. Nobody knows him no more. So basically, he doesn't exist to people no more. You know, other than just being Spider-Man. So I think he's gonna embrace that fully, and he's gonna kind of like lose touch of Spider-Man, or I mean Peter. You know what I mean? Because he's not. No one knows him, so it's like, you know, that's my prediction at least. He's probably just gonna go. It's a good comparison to Spider-Man 2, where he flips. It flips.
It's
like,
something like that.
he's gonna kind of quit being Peter.
Similar story writing in a sense.
Yeah, which also when he quit being Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2, it kind of broke me too. I was like, damn, seeing the suit in the trash, you know?
Yeah. Did
Damn.
you see the deleted scene with J. Jonah?
J. Jonah, yeah. I'm glad they deleted it, to be honest, but it's funny.
It's funny as hell.
But I mean, come
If
on.
I had to rank it, man, it's definitely going to be above Spider-Man 1, but it makes me want to put it in A tier now. Like, I'm like,
What, Spider-Man 1?
yeah, because I'm like...
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
You know what?
I
You
think
know what? I'm gonna
Spider-Man
stick-
1 is in there. I was trying to say that.
Well,
before you put it
okay,
in
well,
this.
before we do that, what do you think? Above or below X2?
No, I mean... Just on the fact that I've seen Spider-Man 2 more, I have to go with probably above X2, to be honest. If I'm being honest.
I would agree with that because it's one of my personal favorite superhero movies of all time.
Mhm.
I mean, I know I said that about X2, but I also said X2 isn't in my top 10. Spider-Man 2, I think, is.
I get you.
You know?
But for now, I think I'll just leave Spider-Man at the end of S tier. It's definitely not gonna top the other two.
All right. You know, it's not finalized till it's finalized, so.
Yeah.
All right. Shit. I don't know. I hate to hit you with the back-to-back, Yuli, but do you want to go Blade Trinity? We could kind of
And I'll chime
You
in
know
on
what?
that
You know
too.
what? Fuck it. Yeah,
we
let's
could
do it.
speed run these.
I'll chime in on
Okay,
the
I'll do
Blade
it
too.
again.
Like,
All right. Blade. Like, is this considered the worst one?
I don't know.
Dude,
I remember it was like, it was leading up to the hype of. Well, you never seen this? No.
Probably not. I don't
Probably
remember it at all.
no.
I remember
No.
the first two
Like-
better than this one.
Like honestly, being a Blade fan.
Oh, this one
and,
has
like,
Ryan Reynolds on.
Yeah,
It's
Ryan
not
Reynolds
Ryan
and
Reynolds,
Blade establishing another team but the fucking Nocturnal Hunters, and they're fucking fighting they're trying to fight Dracula. And it just gets more and more and more. Triple H is in this movie actually.
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yeah.
Triple H is a
And
vampire.
freaking
Uh-huh.
honestly, I like how they led up to it. But I don't know, they made like Ryan Reynolds just trying to be too goofy in the
You
movie.
think so?
Yeah.
Remember he like goes up against the vampire dog,
Yeah, like
and he wrestles freaking
a Pomeranian.
doesn't he fight off Triple H too in the movie?
I think so.
Ryan Reynolds, like
Reynolds.
handcuffed and chains and stuff. Like he's just able to like outmaneuver him.
him out?
I guess so. And then and then he gets chased by the infected dog and its crew. Like it's a little Pomeranian. And he's got like 2 Dobermans or something to back up.
It was pretty good. All these Blade movies, they're probably all like. All these Blade movies are probably like all C tier.
C tier.
C to B tier. Yeah, I think like.
Do you think it's over Daredevil though?
Oh fuck yeah.
You think it's
Yeah.
over Daredevil?
Yeah.
Over Daredevil C tier?
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
You want to move it, Fox?
Just put all the Blade movies in the C tier, huh?
That's how you're feeling. I like I said, I can't speak on them too much.
Yeah, what are you feeling?
Like I'm a Blade fan. I do like. I mean, That was introducing to the vampire scene, you know.
Yeah, because to be honest, the B tier for the first one I think is fine. I think the second one does deserve to be in C tier. And by that, if we're swapping those around, nah, I'll leave Spider-Man up for now. But or should he be in A tier? What do you think, Alex?
I think it's like,
You think it's over X-Men?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know, man, because these were like
Both
around the same
Spider-Man over the
time.
first over the X-Men movies. That's the only reason I wouldn't want to leave it in A tier is because I'm like, I feel like it's.
I do like the screenwriting for this one.
So you're gonna keep Blade in B tier?
I like all of them, bro. I think he's a B type of guy, you know. Blade's,
He's a B type of guy.
he's a
Blade's a good character.
he's a B type of guy, you know. Like,
But not everybody loves him.
We're
I
gonna
know.
put him- oh, you're definitely gonna put.
no, I'm talking shit. I'm just
So
trying
what do you
to
think?
feel what I remember.
You know what? I would definitely feel comfortable leaving him at C tier, but especially, but not Blade One, not Blade One. What do you think? Do you think they're
I think
interchangeable?
for our own credibility, we'd probably keep him in C tier because I just think that's where most people would place him.
Yeah, but you gotta
But
look
I,
at
like
you
I said, I
gotta
didn't
look
watch
at.
it, bro.
I mean, I don't know what they all think, but like he bring it back on a low budget or what?
Who? Blade?
Blade.
I mean, it was the lowest of budgets at the time, right? They were the beginning of superhero movies. I'm sure we weren't working with that much.
They added more and more and more to it.
Yeah, as they
It just
became more
enhanced.
successful.
The next movie just enhanced more on what he was doing.
I'm sure it was a really low budget, actually.
Yeah, and then the next movie what I liked about it was the first Blade was like this. The second Blade, like, okay, you got more into it. And then the third Blade was like, okay,
But you,
like just action, more like they added more into each movie
you
each
can rip it
time.
really if you want. But the more that they get budget and more money to work with, I feel like they lose creativity.
Yeah,
because they have
too
more
much explosions.
Yeah, they have more like money, and they're like, we could just do this instead of like actually trying to
Act it out.
not act it out, but be more creative to get things done because you guys are low or restricted with stuff.
You didn't like that one.
Really?
I like Blade too.
All right.
What's the next one, T?
Elektra.
So what did we end up on?
You can rip it too if you want.
Elektra. She could probably go into she's just the one story character. She's right. She's Daredevil's boy. I think it was a cool
Boy.
movie line.
I don't remember it.
Funny enough, I seen this movie in theaters too.
I do remember it. It was cool writing. I mean, it was. I like the night shots. I ain't gonna lie. The night shots were pretty cool when they were in
think it
the
was
temple,
cool as
though.
far as like how they call them a femme fatale characters. Like she was a badass that both men and women loved.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? She was that, but as far as the movie itself, I don't think it was great. I thought it was kind of goofy.
It was a good female character coming in, kicking ass. You know.
But I don't think it should be above C tier at all. Yeah, I think even as like, despite the good parts about it, it's not above a C tier in my opinion.
They're just starters. No, but they're just starters.
does that mean?
Starter ups.
Oh,
Just starting up for the movies, like
D tier.
flop,
I think
flop or
sounds
not.
good.
They're just origin stories.
I think D tier sounds good. Anybody want to start with F4?
What's that one? Is that the?
Ooh, the 2000s one.
I think it's 2005, the original Fantastic Four movie.
Okay, that got to go like.
Another movie I seen in theater.
I'm saying like. That's with Doom. That's the first one with Doom.
Mhm.
I think it's a B.
B. I think it was another good origin film.
Yeah, that.
Like as far as origin movies, right? Like superhero movies.
Yeah, but this
Like-
one was a little bit more out there.
It was goofier for
Yeah, it
sure.
was
Definitely
definitely
goofier.
a lot goofier.
I do like the way how they got their powers on it. Huh?
But the way I always seen this movie was it was a family movie first and a comic book movie Marvel adaptation second. Because like I watched it with my family in the theaters and we honestly loved it because it was like just a you throw aside like what the Fantastic Four should be, right?
Mhm.
And you just go in there like as a movie and that a family film, whatever. We all got a lot out of it. You know what I mean? It was
The
even kind of quotable for us.
the real unity out of it.
Yeah, and I think if you look at it like that, it's a good family film. You know what I mean? Say what you want about its accuracy as far as comic book accuracy. It's not the most comic book accurate. You know what I mean?
Isn't that the one that uses the cosmic rays or something like
Yeah,
that?
they all go into space. Even
Oh,
Doom.
yeah.
They even do. But yeah, I don't think it's the best movie in my opinion. Anybody want to place it?
It's like B or C.
I definitely don't put it.
Yeah,
Put it
the
over
actors are
the
pretty
two.
good. I think they were also kind of controversial at the time. But you could argue Johnny's the best Johnny that we've
Chris
seen.
Evans.
Yeah, that we've seen.
That we probably ever get.
I really like the new Johnny though too, if I'm being honest. But
Yeah,
a lot of people like Chris Evans' Torch. You know,
Too bad what happened to him.
It's
in
like,
Deadpool.
it's like
I love that scene.
please say it, please say it, please say it. What?
Hey, it was his own fault technically, guys.
Oh shit.
It was. So
I was thinking
B or C?
it's below the Blade movie though. I don't think it's above the Blade movie.
So it's like a C.
below.
No, I don't think it deserves to be in the same tier as Blade 2 or Trinity because those movies were low key kind of flops. But I wouldn't consider this one a flop. I think this one
I mean,
did pretty good, especially like you said,
They all-
for
they all-
origin in a
Mhm.
family movie.
I think the only flops, or you could say, is you could probably move Daredevil and Electric to Fs.
It's like Blade. It hits the check marks and it puts all
Yeah,
the
maybe
char-
Daredevil. That's
teach-
correct,
it
yeah,
teaches us who the characters are.
Sorry, Electric. Hey, I'm sorry. We're not hating
It's
on
a
Electric.
movie that I have
just
no
like-
interest in even rewatching. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna watch it again. Probably not.
I don't think I'll
Definitely
ever see it.
I just know she's a badass.
she has some cool scenes or whatever, but it was another like product of a time, like Catwoman was.
Oh god, I saw that.
Yeah,
Halle
oh,
Berry.
me too, dude.
Halle
I think I
Berry.
might have seen that one in theater actually. But yeah. Anyways, so where do we put it? B tier below Blade or high C tier below the others? I mean above the others.
No, I think it's below Blade.
Low-
Definitely
low
not.
B?
They're in low B.
Low B. All right,
All right, now it's looking a little bit more diverse.
cool. What about X-Men: The Last Stand?
S tier. No,
Excellent
kidding.
series.
kidding.
Basically,
like
the
that
Phoenix.
movie.
the
That
Phoenix
movie-
Dark Phoenix adaptation.
That movie brings a lot because, like, the previous movie, you just see Magneto freaking helping out, and then you're thinking, like, okay, he's gonna back up Charles. No, he's gonna do his own damn thing, and then I'm gonna take one of your students with me.
It's also like all out
Yeah.
war as far as the humans too. Like they
They found a cure to the mutant
right,
gene.
and
Yeah.
they become a big like
Trying to take their
enemy
powers.
part. Like yeah,
That's when Archangel comes out.
not take their powers,
No,
but
Archangel
suppress
doesn't
them.
come out.
Didn't it come out in it?
No.
Not Archangel, just regular Angel.
Yeah.
Or Angel?
Yeah,
My bad. Or an
Archangel-
angel.
Yeah, Archangel's when they redo it in
Apocalypse.
Yeah. When he gets some metal wings.
So who's the
right?
dude with the wings?
that's
one that's-
Angel,
that's
but
Angel?
Archangel's when he goes bad, evil. It's like Magus or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
like magic.
yeah. But
Okay.
so if we're talking X-Men Last Stand. Honestly, it's a movie that I watched and I like really enjoyed when I first watched it. I didn't watch this one in theater, but it's something that I also really wanted to be great. But every time I rewatched it, it just got less great to me. Like I just every time I watch it, I'm like, I wanted this to be so much better. I want this to be so much better, and it feels like that
There's
every
some
time I watched
scenes-
it again. I'm like, it's just not as good as it could have been, as far as like a finale or a cherry on the
trilogy,
top to the
yeah.
trilogy. You know,
Yeah.
like, I really wanted it to be great, and I kind of convinced myself that it was.
Like on paper, it sounded good, right?
Yeah, but it just I don't know. I'm like, there's something about it that just doesn't
Doesn't come together.
feel right, or I don't know, something about it. Yeah. So I mean, any of you guys want to put it somewhere, or shall I?
Oh, it's
I'll
a
let
tricky
you
one.
do the honors too.
I would definitely put this above the other two X-Men movies.
Mhm.
You know what? I would put it below B tier too, because this is a movie that I would I don't really want to rewatch as much as I could rewatch these movies easily more probably. This one I don't really want to watch again, so I would either put it in the C or D tier. but maybe D is too low. But like it's not the best movie either, you know. So
I'm gonna look up them reviews on Blade later though, cause Triple BM the man.
No, but yeah, that's a good placement. But I don't. It's weird to place it in C tier. I don't know where it belongs in between the Blade movies because
I mean, it's
it's definitely above the Blade Trinity. I feel like that's probably the worst one.
Mm.
But I feel like Trinity and Blade 2 are interchangeable. Because like on paper they kind of work, but it's just somewhere along the way they just
I think somewhere in C tier sounds right.
yeah.
You know, I think we could leave it there for now.
Mhm.
All right, so Spider-Man 3, another movie I seen in theater. And you know what? This is another movie that I also convinced myself was great after I watched it. I was a kid and I was like 10. I came out of the theater like, oh man, that was the best Spider-Man movie I ever seen. Like, I loved it. It was awesome. Can't wait for the fourth one.
Dude, like,
But-
Fourth one, right?
like shit, dude.
It's also a thing where every time I watch it, you realize how much it's not good. Like, in a lot of ways. It has its moments, but it doesn't have enough moments to outweigh, like, the either weird, melancholy, boring side of it, or, like, the weird, like, everybody kind of, like, being a shitty person part of it. Like,
You just hate the characters.
yeah,
you really love.
you really do. And that's kind of the point of it, but especially as, like, a third movie, like the last, like, we're talking about X-Men, it doesn't feel, like, satisfying, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have done more. They could have done more with this. It's like
It's also, in its credit, do you want to finish?
yeah, it's like okay, they nailed it with fucking Black Spider-Man. It was pretty good. I was digging it, but they could have done more with the Venom.
See, I was gonna say,
Like-
I think it's hard to adapt the story of that symbiote storyline
Dude, they got
because they've done it how many times now? Even in the game, like it's good, and it might be the best we've seen, but it still doesn't feel quite like
it was
like, nailed it.
It was almost dude. It was really close on comic books that
No,
I
it was
know,
really
but it's
good.
hard to
It was shot
adapt
really
it.
well.
yeah.
It's hard.
But I
To,
think it was because it was mostly a Sandman movie. He's there from beginning to
I
end.
feel like it would have been
yeah.
a better movie if it was a Sandman movie.
Yeah, if it was
just
he was a
Sandman.
better villain, that's for sure.
Sandman Sandman and the Goblin Son.
Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
just
so.
them.
Apparently, the studio at Sony,
They wanted
they
Venom.
forced Venom into the movie because of his popularity.
Mhm.
So Sam Raimi had to like read up on Venom real fast and
Give him something.
figure out a way to implement him into the movie.
They could have made so much more and made Toby fight a better Venom probably.
I feel like they could have done Venom better. Like I didn't like the actor that played him either. What's his name? Eric from the '70s Show.
Yeah,
Like he didn't feel like a proper.
Topher Grace.
A real-
Yeah, he didn't feel
like,
like a proper Eddie Brock.
yeah.
In my
listen to
opinion.
that, like,
He still felt like the character from the '70s Show to me.
yeah, we were all seeing him. growing
Yeah,
up,
you know, so
like,
I don't know. I feel like they should have got somebody like Tom Hardy or something now, like someone a little bulkier, like
there was somebody out there.
because Tom Hardy is not bad for the role, even though I dislike the movies.
Yeah,
You know, he's a good Eddie Brock, I think. You know, I just don't like the writing or whatever.
I think this movie just suffers from too much studio interference.
That's a big part of it,
Because on paper, I mean, it did make the most in box office.
probably
It
because
did.
of the previous movies, right?
Exactly, because of the previous
The
movies.
groundwork that the previous movies.
yeah, leading the anticipation to it.
It was super unsatisfying, like you said, bro.
Right, to where we all were desperate for a fourth one. You know?
So we were in the dark ages of movies, bro. Because, like, I mean, all we had was.
They couldn't nail
Blade-
their trilogy. The
exactly.
third movie.
Sorry, we Blade Trinity.
Should I place it or you guys want to put it somewhere first? Spider-Man 3, what do you guys think? With all
Yeah,
the storylines and... Also, I feel like it's too long of a movie.
Dude, it's the
Kind of
longest
long.
one, right?
Yeah, it's like... I feel like you feel it.
2:30. How long is it? 2:30.
It's like 2 something. But it
Plus,
just feels
it
long.
had
just
the
feels
Hobgoblin stuff, too. No?
There's movies that are long that don't
yeah,
feel
leading
long.
up.
But yeah, exactly, that stuff, yeah.
I
But
don't
that
know.
stuff was inevitable from the first movie. That's what they really led up to. You know? With all the goblin stuff.
So it had too much in it, bro. So where do you want to put it, right? Because I don't know where to put it. I mean, obviously.
If
it's
I'm
not
being
gonna be-
honest, like I want to put it in B tier, but I can't. I gotta put it in C tier. But I think it's
Where?
better than Last Stand. May not be better than Blade 2, but I'll put it here. What do you guys think? Should it be lower?
Nah, I mean, nah. That's.
I don't think it should be
right.
higher. I think you can argue it could be lower.
I think C tier right now, except for Blade Trinity, it has to go at the end.
I don't know. We're gonna have
Can
to.
low key be
We have to rework that
interchangeable.
one.
There's like a what do you call it? A pattern here.
Yeah, there's like a pattern here. But I'm like, huh.
You got Blades, and then you got. Which one?
All the third movies.
Yeah, all the third.
But I think that's the order as far as which ones are the best of the movies. I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's also kind of a pattern with Spider-Man being the first of all of them, followed by X-Men, followed by Blade. But I mean, yeah.
I think we can keep it there for now. What do you guys think? Unless you guys want to convince me otherwise.
No, I'm good right there.
I do kind of feel that Spider-Man 3 might be better than Blade 2, but no, I do think that Blade 2 just kind of suffers from also being a little bit too bloated.
Well, how about this? Are these movies mid or bad?
They're like, I mean, they're not.
Because
I don't know.
if they're bad, we shouldn't keep them in C tier. If they're mid, I think that's fine.
There's just sucks that it's too many movies that we probably would have to want to.
We're gonna have to keep going.
Yeah.
But that's our perspective and opinions can change as we continue going. So no biggie.
I'm good. I'm comfortable with it the way
It's
it is
like
right now.
Yuli doesn't know much about Blade 2. It's like
Or
you do,
Trinity, but
I know
Or
like half
Trinity?
of it.
all I know is that
Blade Trinity.
Trinity is the one that people dislike the most, from what I know.
That's from what I remember. Is
I like
watching
them all,
it.
honestly. I like them all. Like I was anticipating for the next one, like Spider-Man 2. Like
You like the wannabe Hawkeye girl and what we
Oh.
call Blade Trinity?
oh no, not that bitch. No, I mean she was cool.
She was cool.
She was
She
cool.
was a baddie.
I didn't like. I mean, Ryan Reynolds was all right, but I don't. I mean, yeah, I get it, comedian a little bit too. But you could have been serious. You could have been serious a little bit more.
Yeah.
You like
No,
Patton
like-
Oswalt's character? Like, oh, that's what it was. He gets killed off while playing basketball, bro, and like a freaking like in where they attack him at their headquarters type of scene.
All right, I'll leave it right there.
So yeah, Spider-Man 3 C tier,
C tier.
above or below Blade 2. What do you guys think? Final answer for now.
I think that's good right there.
I think it's good right there.
All right, anybody want to pick up with Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Ooh, this one is an
Another movie I
interesting
think.
movie because it picks up with Doom. It has the Silver Surfer. The only thing this movie really messed up was that Galactus was a space fart. He was
The
just a
space.
he was just a giant cloud from space, bro. He was,
Can I say something too?
yeah, tell
Dude.
me.
Okay, when did movies start post-credit scenes? Or at least comic book movies? Because
I don't know.
we didn't talk about it, but the first Fantastic Four movie had a post-credit scene
No way.
that, yeah, as a kid, had me like,
I've never seen that. What the
are
fuck?
you serious? Like,
Yeah, I'm serious.
As a
Yeah.
kid, it had me like, oh, holy shit! Like, I can't wait for the next one. Let's go! Like, you don't remember it? It's when you remember how they defeat Doom in the first movie?
I didn't even know what a end credit scene was at the time.
Exactly. Me either. But do you remember how they defeat Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah, they throw his ass in the ocean in a fucking
In a
shipping container,
Cargo shipping
and they have
container.
him
No, do you
melted.
remember? Yeah, how they defeat him first is
Oh.
they
They turn him into like a
use-
statue,
yeah,
Yeah,
right?
they use everybody's powers to like
Against him, holding
to
down.
like mineralize him or whatever,
Yeah.
like make him petrify him, make him
solid.
a statue.
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
solidify him. So like yeah, they solidify him in place like a statue, and then they put him in the warehouse box or whatever, right? They wheel him away.
And he opens his eyes, right?
Is that a post credit scene or was that in
I
the
think that's
movie?
just the ending of the
That's the
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
And then what happens is, as they put him in there, one of the guys, workers that are working there, has his little his tablet gadget thing that he's working on, scanning shit, or whatever, and it starts glitching out. It was like, oh, what the hell? He starts hitting it. He's like, what the hell? You know, and he's like, oh, it must be nothing. And he keeps moving, and then it just looks at you, just see the box, and then it just zooms out, like as the camera zooms out, right? And it doesn't like necessarily like exactly say it, but it's inferring that Doom is still alive and he's gonna be back. That shit as a kid had me like, oh shit, Doom's gonna be back. Like he's not dead yet. Like you're gonna bring him back. And my point here is that I don't think they did it justice in the second movie. When he came back, it was kind of just like random. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys remember it.
I remember them being on like a ship.
Yeah, like,
or
how'd you
something.
get out
I
of there,
remember.
you
I
know?
kind of remember what you were saying, but I don't think it was a post credit scene. Was it a
No,
post
no,
credit?
no, I don't think so. I think you might be right. It was part of the movie. It was
Okay.
just part of the movie, the ending.
Cause dude, that was pretty sick. That was like
But,
you said, they were
yeah.
preserving the bad guy.
Yes, and I was like excited for that. Like he'll be back, but I don't think they brought him back well in the
And-
second movie.
and it's kinda sad.
Galactus was a shitty villain too. Like
Yeah,
you
because
said.
Silver Surfer was really cool, but
Yes, he was the best part of the
Did
movie.
he pass
exactly.
away?
Who?
That actor?
Huh?
The Doctor Doom actor?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
did,
that's sad. Like,
Yeah. R.I.P. He was young too. Like 50
rest in
something.
peace.
But,
yeah, like honestly, on paper it was good, but why would they fumble Galactus so hard, bro? Like
they were afraid to commit.
they were afraid to commit.
It was a
Dude.
time where they didn't want to go full comic book.
They should've.
Even though it's like,
Like-
comic books first family, Fantastic Four. Like, come on,
Literally,
it's the most comic book group of heroes there is.
I was gonna say, when did Stan Lee cameo start happening too? Was he in the
Oh, a
X-Men
long
movies?
time ago.
Spidey, right?
Spidey, right?
Yeah.
So he was in the Fantastic Four movies also. That's when he started showing up. Like,
yeah.
bro, fucking. I was gonna say, like, how did they? Because they had Sue and Reed's wedding in that movie, right?
Yeah.
They had
That's how
that
the
plot
movie kinda
line.
starts.
Yeah, and it's like Reed was pretty cool in that. Everybody was really cool in that.
Yeah.
Then you get Johnny with everybody's powers. Like, why did? Why do I not remember this
At one
movie
point,
being
at one
cool?
point, they switch powers.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll have this weird thing where Silver Surfer's board that Johnny touched
Mhm.
is what transfers their powers around or whatever. Like because Johnny touched it, he's like infecting them and transferring their powers. But it was weird. But I don't think it was really ever explained. It was just like a weird thing that happened in the movie.
Yeah, so I was like, how is it that they were afraid to commit to a giant spaceman when they had his herald who was all silver
Yeah.
on a surfboard? That's
They did it way better in First Steps.
they did do it way better first steps.
Do you want to place it somewhere?
Let's see, because Doom was cool when he came back. He was OP, but honestly, I don't think I would want to rewatch this movie. Just because of the simple fact that it's like, this is not Galactus. But, I also do think it's pretty cool. But, what do you think, Blanco? Where would you
Do you
place
remember
it?
it?
I do remember a little bit.
I know where I would place it, but I want to hear where you guys would place it first.
I probably like.
I'll place it somewhere first.
Yeah.
I'll put
What
it
do you
in
think?
D tier.
You would put it in D tier? Oh, shoot.
I don't think it's good. What
It was-
the redeeming factors of it? What a few Silver Surfer scenes.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
the
didn't get
movie's that
none.
good.
They
The
also
villains
got-
suck. Victor Von Doom's return was underwhelming.
May you rest in peace.
Galactus was trash. I don't think the movie's that redeemable, in my opinion. Like I want to like it, but there's not enough good parts that outweigh the bad parts, in my opinion.
Okay,
Silver
okay.
Surfer was the best part, and every scene he was in was awesome because he was like a Shakespearean motherfucker, like with what's his name, the voice actor. I don't know if you remember his name, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, but he didn't do shit, though.
Huh?
He didn't do shit, though. The whole
Like as a
movie.
character, I know,
No, I know. Like, he didn't do anything. You're right.
but he had some badass scenes.
He
when
had some
when
badass
he did
scenes.
do it.
He
When
did
he
do
was
it.
in the movie. But yeah.
Yeah, but then Victor Von Doom barely did anything, and it was like he's gonna take over the world, but Galactus is gonna destroy the world, and Galactus is just this giant cloud, and it's like,
I don't think it's good.
to be honest, I was gonna put it like probably.
Put a C,
I was gonna put it somewhere in C, but
CD.
Blanco, we're gonna have to put Blade Trinity lower, I think.
Oh man, we're
Because
gonna
I don't
have
think
to-
it
we're gonna have to look at
deserves
the
a C
reviews
tier.
then.
I
We'll
don't
have to
think-
look at the reviews before we do that. All that.
Check it out.
I was gonna say,
defend your case.
whoa.
Ellsworth.
Just woke up all grumpy.
Just try to stick it in there, yeah. Just
No,
push
did
it
he?
in. Yeah.
We'll get the light.
Reviews for Blade Trinity.
All right.
Oh, this is a low ball right here.
You know what?
Yeah, I think.
I don't think Fantastic Four Silver Surfer is below Blade Trinity, but I also don't think it's C tier. No, well, even though that's where I wanted to put it.
I already put it D tier.
Yeah.
What would you guys argue otherwise?
I would say that Blade Trinity has to go in D tier.
I think Blade 2 goes in B and Blade Trinity B. That goes in B.
You think so?
And Blade Trinity has to go down to D. Yeah, above Daredevil.
And you want to put Blade 2 up?
Yeah.
What do you think, Julie?
Blade 2 up. I don't know. I mean, I was comfortable leaving it at C. Why would you put it up B tier though?
I
And
mean,
ask.
the leading on from. Okay, let's talk about the origin. You just whooped the clan of vampires, and this badass motherfucker that was so called coming up too, leading to him thinking like it's over, and then him having to get recalled to fight a super vampire, right now,
Mhm.
like, and then now he's thinking like, what the fuck's going on? Why am I helping this motherfucker? You know, he's helping the antagonist
It does
and
follow
being a
that
villain.
trend.
You know, like it's like thinking like I want to think Blade would fucking help out a fucking another vampire, but then in the end, like the storyline is pretty good with that one. You
You think
know,
the storyline would be better, deserving as a B tier?
yeah, then a C.
I can't speak on it really.
To be honest, I don't remember it much, but I think it needs to stay at C tier. To be honest, because
Yeah, but that's why you can't you can have valid
Because
vote on
B-tier-
it. Then. Like I don't know.
B tier feels like movies that are just a little bit more solid. I felt like that one just was a little bit more overstuffed because it had just a way bigger cast because they went all
I
out.
think the bigger cast was Blade Trinity. You know,
They
Well,
get
that was the
bigger and
biggest
bigger.
cast, yeah. Well, they went too big on the second one that the third one felt like it was a smaller cast, even though they technically went bigger.
honestly, I mean that's my opinion. I think Blade 2 should be B.
Blade 2. Going once, going twice for B.
I think you're the deciding factor, Ray.
I can't. I mean, it's hard for me to say. Like, all I can speak on is what other people say about it. I know that people think that it gets worse as it goes. People think the first one's the best, and as it gets worse and worse. At least that's what my perception of it is. But I guess that's why I think that the current ranking is fair.
Hmm.
I feel like maybe putting it in B might be a bit much because of what may be coming. I think we should leave it in C for now, and then
Yeah, we'll see what else
Like a
comes
low
up.
B.
based on what's coming up next and where we might put other movies, like
What we
we'll see
got,
where
what
it
we got?
stacks up against the other ones. All right, now we're actually starting with the actual MCU movie.
Well, we still have a few stragglers, but some Fox-owned ones. But their MCU is the first one on the entry. Ray, you started us off. Start
Iron
us off
Man
with
1,
the
dude. Another movie I've seen in theaters, which is like awesome. I've seen like almost like half of these movies in theaters now. Hell yeah, that's awesome. What a time to fucking
Majority
grow
of
up,
them?
bro. What a time to grow up.
The golden age.
Going to see Iron Man, not expecting anything, and walking out with Iron Man being like one of my favorite characters. You know, this is another one where they nailed the origin film, I think. And not only that, they did like that I don't want to really say it's a trope. It's more so like a just like a how do you say it? Like a writing technique or what people do when writing. It's like they take a character that's like borderline evil or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Like, and then they give them the character arc that brings them and shows them the light and then brings them around and makes them a full-blown hero by the end. And that's what they did with Tony. He was like kind of a shitty person in the beginning, which is also why you love him, right? Because he's like so
Smart
arrogant,
ass,
he's cocky,
rich.
smart ass, rich, millionaire, playboy. Like that's
Mhm.
why you love him. But in universe, he's a shitty guy. You know what I mean? And he kind of flips it. Like as soon as he gets abducted by terrorists, and when he comes back to the U.S., he kind of flips it. He stops making weapons to where you don't even think about Tony Stark as a weapons maker anymore, like how he used to be. He grew up in his whole life. He was a weapons manufacturer, making weapons for war. That was his thing, right? And getting abducted by terrorists, and them forcing him to make shit for them, or even getting blown up by his own weapon, right?
That's true.
When he's seen the Stark Industries bomb, and he's like, "What the fuck?" That
Boom.
kind of opened up his eyes, and I feel like that was honestly kind of powerful, especially in a world where
At the time, too.
9/11 wasn't that long before this, and you
Oh,
had like,
yeah.
that terrorism thing or whatever. So it was like,
You were knee deep in
yeah,
Afghanistan.
and it made you think like, yeah, maybe war isn't the answer. You know what I mean? Type of thing. But yeah, I love his character arc. One of the best character arcs in all the movies, I think. Because
I agree with
Tony,
that.
it's not only just in this film, which he does have a pretty complete arc in the movie itself, but it starts the arc for his character throughout the whole MCU universe and every movie going forward that he's in. Like it continues so like faithfully to what this movie established him as, you know, as a character. So I think it's one of the best origin films too. As far as like where I would rank it, honestly, I think it's the best Iron Man movie, in my opinion.
No, honestly,
One?
that's a
Yeah.
fair statement.
So it's not the best MCU movie. Okay,
It's a classic. It's a classic,
Yeah, so
but it's
how I
not.
feel about a lot of the MCU Phase 1 movies are similar. I'll place them in this rank that I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they're bad, not that they're good, not that they're goated, not that they're terrible or mid. I think they're all great, and I would put them all in A tier. Not all. I won't say that. I won't say that. I won't say that.
Okay.
We'll get to them when we get to them, right? But I'm thinking like a lot of the origin films did what they needed to do well, and they nailed it for origin films. But they're not like the best bombastic MCU, peak movie that we expect to see today. You know what I mean? That it's gotten to the point that it's gotten to. But it's definitely a movie where it's like that movie came out and then Dark Knight came out. I think later after that,
It did.
and it was
did.
like
Peak
obviously.
cinema, bro.
Yeah, I think Dark Knight was like obviously peak cinema, like you
That
said, one of
shit
the best
was-
movies of all time. But it was also like, yeah, like Marvel had their Iron Man, which was also a really great movie, and it was like, hell yeah, like you it's not like you're picking sides, Batman or Iron Man, but it had a thing where it was like Marvel was as relevant as
DC.
this huge Batman movie was, right? Because Iron Man's a thing, and feed you right now, Ellie. Don't worry, okay? I'll get you. Yes, I feed you right now.
We're mid-ranking, Ellie.
So as far as the origin movie, I think it nails it. The acting, the cast is really good, right? The whole scene of Tony in the cave, making his armor and stuff, I think is really good,
That was,
right?
that was
Like
perfect.
it feels so grounded too. Like it feels like
It does feel grounded, right?
it's
Like
the most grounded, obviously, Iron Man movie, but one of the most grounded MCU movies, right? Because you feel like
every hit freaking hurts. Like you
like
feel it, bro.
You feel Tony, like I guess nowadays he has nanotech and a lot of crazy technology that you don't know how the fuck he would ever create that, but somehow off screen he did, right? In this movie, you see him build his equipment, and it feels like tangible, like realistic,
like more practical.
Like, yeah, like he
From the
can
start to
actually
finish,
see, like
you know?
like in the Batman movies, Batman is like equipped with his stuff, and you see what he is, what he has to be Batman. He has all the gadgets and the protective stuff. It's like, oh yeah, maybe if I got all that shit, I could be Batman too, right?
Right,
That's
yeah.
how you see Iron Man. Like he's just a dude, a billionaire in a suit of armor. That if he puts it on, like you see him build it with the fucking. Obviously, he's in the cave hammering the shit and building it. You see him build what he eventually wears,
Soon to
and it's
become what he
believable
is.
because you were there on his journey through that. You know what I mean?
I get
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I get you. Dang.
Honestly,
Continue.
But what do you think, Blanco? Like, I mean, shoot. It really was a freaking time to be alive because this was the first time that it established the universe too. Like moving forward afterwards, and I didn't even know there were after credit scenes up until the next one.
oh,
Yeah, there was an after
Well,
credit scene
shit.
in this, bro, with Nick Fury, and I was like tripping out. I was like, when the fuck? When did this happen in the movie? Oh, I was like knee deep into the Avengers at that point. But
shit, dude.
what do
All
you
I-
think? Like, I mean,
I think that's a good ranking. A. That's
about
what I feel like about Blade, because that's one of my favorite first movies too.
Mhm.
Like it's B to A. I know you guys feel biased on that too. Or more you, because you're probably not a Blade fan as much as me.
Oh, what you talking about?
Like it's like
What do
for
you
what
mean?
we've seen, like for it being
Yeah.
98, being 5-6 years old, seeing it.
I used to think that
But-
Blade
but
2
the-
was the
but-
best one, but
But the Iron Man, going back to Iron Man, like yeah, those are all soft spots. Those my bad for pointing at the camera. Those are all soft spots for right there. These are all the centerpieces of what
each
started it all.
yeah,
You know,
exactly. So
I think that's a respectable spot.
I
A
just
to B
Better Spider-Man.
over Spider-Man.
What do you guys think is the better origin film?
origin film. Ooh,
Out of those three, or those.
I guess out of Spider-Man and Iron Man, I would say. I'm comfortable with X-Men where it's at.
yeah, because that one you can't really do an origin.
I think
Out
For
of
a single
those,
character.
Out of those,
like we said, Spider-Man 1 is one of the best origin films of all time. I think Iron Man is also that, but like in a modern way. Like what MCU kind of became or was
Mhm.
at the time. Like it was like a modern feel, modern take. It was like, I don't know, like I felt like you were in
Like
in
you're
the
not
current
like
era rather than
yeah, like you're not in the '90s no more.
Right,
You're in
right,
it's the
right.
first one where you felt like okay, we moved on past the black leather and all
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah, yeah. You're in the actual
Yeah,
real
but now
world
we're in we're in the fucking
In the end game now.
not the end game, but we're in the beginning.
tutorial.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tutorial.
I don't know, that's a tough one because we're all Spider-Man fans, you know. Like,
No,
I
I'm
love that
comfortable.
little New York.
I'm
It's
comfortable where
nice.
it's at right now.
Yeah, I think it's fine there. I think it should be fine there. Also, RDJ is like one of the most iconic. He plays one of the most iconic roles in history.
He's the godfather of the
So
MCU,
does
bro.
Tobey Maguire, but come on, Tony Stark, RDJ is just, it's so like it's the definition of icon. He's an icon, right? Like
He changed the character, bro. Before Tony Stark was different, and then all of a sudden it's RDJ.
yeah, everyone tries to do their best Robert Downey Jr. impression whenever they do Iron Man voice. All right, I think we're cool with that then, right?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Incredible Hulk. Next step.
This one was a trip, dog.
The only MCU Hulk movie they ever made.
Really?
Yeah, think about it.
Wow. Yeah,
That
that's
was
true.
the one when the dogs are on steroids too.
No.
No, not that one?
No, this is
That was
after that.
That was like 2003 or something. It was before the MCU, but it was also not. That hasn't been referenced in the multiverse of the
Mhm.
MCU yet, so it's not currently like canon, you know. So we don't include that one yet.
I
Yeah.
do want a Hulk like this.
God
I
loves
just,
this
like,
one.
I
Adrian
do.
loves this movie. He
I
loves
do.
this depiction of the Hulk.
This
I-
was the
I-
best Hulk, bro.
I
like,
love
to
it
be
too,
honest.
but I just, in my opinion,
As a movie-
I like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner better.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
say what
yes.
you want about the Hulks comparison versus each other,
Yeah.
but I always appreciated Mark Ruffalo's
Take
Banner
on Banner.
better.
'Cause it's
Even
believable.
the Hulk, even the way his Hulk is.
In Age of Ultron, yes.
Yeah. See,
I
we
think
got
Age
a little
of
bit
Ultron
more.
is the best Hulk we've ever seen.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
my
We got a
opinion.
little bit of that crazy.
That could be controversial. Maybe
with the Wakanda fight.
we know the no, it's
So Age of Ultron, no?
Sokovia.
Sokovia.
Yeah, Sokovia.
Wait,
Yes.
no, it wasn't Sokovia.
Wakanda wasn't a thing back then yet.
Yeah, it was.
In Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
I mean, it was, but it was like barely
They're
referenced.
barely coming
No,
out.
but that's where they had the Hulkbuster fight in Wakanda.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
Yeah.
Sokovia, bro.
No, I said Wakanda.
No, but it was in Sokovia, wasn't it?
No, Sokovia was more towards the end. Remember?
It was not in Wakanda.
It was Wakanda because they went to go get the vibranium from Ulysses Claw. Because
Because
that's where they find Ultron, and they were like, he's like,
There's
you're
no way-
you're one of Tony Stark's creations.
There's no way it was Wakanda. How would they be able to get into Wakanda in the first place?
I don't think it was like Wakanda, but I mean, there was what he called that scene where even Bruce Banner references, he's like, what Naka or Wakanda, or he like Wakanda.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a reference.
he says,
But, like-
But
it
doesn't he say
says,
like it's
built
off
us at the
coast?
capital of Birnin Zana.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
saying
what
the fight, the Hulk fight
What
was
does it say?
was
Wakanda.
in-
Fight in Wakanda. The Hulkbuster fight in Wakanda.
No, that's talking
Or
about
that's which
Infinity
one?
War.
Which one are you guys talking about?
Wait,
Age of
what?
Ultron. It's talking about the Wakanda fight in Infinity War.
With Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, well, it wasn't like the Wakanda from Black Panther, but they said it was like Wakanda-ish.
From my understanding, it was just a reference, and it was like, oh, Hulk is saying that it's somewhere off the coast near some continent named Wakanda or whatever. But
Yeah.
it was just like a reference, a Easter egg. Like it wasn't where they were going. I don't think. Like that's how I remember it.
Wasn't that how they explained it too in Civil War? Because they were talking
Yes.
about they were
But
talking
they
about
said
the
Sokovia. That's what I'm saying. If you go back and he's like, oh, think
no,
about
but he mentions the Sokovia Accords that happened like
it's
because
called the
of-
Sokovia Accords
Yeah,
because
but,
of what
like-
happened in Sokovia.
But wasn't Sokovia the beginning part, or was it the
No.
end part where Ultron destroys it?
Yes. It was the end
Right.
part. It was the
Yeah, but that wasn't where the Hulkbuster fight was.
wasn't it the same city?
No, that was a completely different country, right?
Lost in this one.
That was like a more like Russian. That was more like a Russian-ish country, right? Like, are they like Russian Germanish?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, like I think the Hulkbuster fight was in like Africa, because I think that's why they referenced Wakanda.
Because wasn't Sokovia the country that like that he was trying to turn it into a meteorite at the end with the thing?
Johannesburg, South Africa.
Johannesburg, so it was near Wakanda.
Near Wakanda, yeah.
Yeah, but that
That's
was
how I remember it.
yeah, but the
Like, it
Hulkbuster fight was in Africa, and then the Sokovia Accords was
Was when
was
Ultron dropped the fucking.
yeah,
dropped it on him.
yeah. That's what I was trying to
I
say.
see. I thought it was in the same city.
No,
But
it
I
wasn't in
was
the
pretty
same
sure
city.
it wasn't in Wakanda.
No, so it wasn't in Wakanda, but they
It
do
was like in a
reference to
continent
Wakanda.
near Wakanda.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
he said. Which
Yeah.
was also like something I honestly disliked about the movie.
Mhm.
I know we're talking about Age of Ultron. No, we're not even.
Yeah, but it's because the Hulk was like one of the best parts in
I
that
didn't
movie,
like
bro.
that he couldn't pronounce it. Like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
How smart are you? Like, you're a fucking professor. You're like, what do you mean you can't? Just say Wakanda. Look at it. Like, you can pronounce it word for word, bro. Come on. What is this? Sesame Street?
It's Sesame Street.
Anyways, Incredible Hulk. What do you guys
Okay.
think? So, obviously, Edward Norton isn't in the role no more, but he played a pretty good Bruce Banner. I won't say it was a bad version. I just prefer Bruce's. I mean,
Didn't they bring back the
Buffalo.
leader from that movie?
yeah, they did.
They brought him back in Captain America, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The leader.
Which was hype, bro, because it was like, oh yeah, the next Hulk movie. The next Hulk movie. The next Hulk. Every Avenger, you get like She-Hulk, the next Hulk TV show.
Shit. What do you think, you?
Fuck. Because it was really cool seeing Abomination fight him. That somebody they also brought back, but they redesigned. But I just don't like that Hulk got smaller after this, bro.
Yeah, but that's after this.
Yeah. But he's mostly Edward Norton in this movie, right? Like he's not Hulk very much.
I mean, he's Hulk more than
Than anything.
the previous one.
Than the previous one,
Yeah.
than the Ang Lee one, right?
But
Which I did appreciate, but
the action scenes are pretty badass. You know.
When he throws a fucking tank.
I wasn't a fan of the romance, I guess, and just I don't know.
oh yeah, the whole Betty Ross storyline.
the way when she's running up the fucking street? and like all the cops are right there too. Oh my god.
Was it at the was it the
And then she's running up
university?
the street, or she takes a fucking she takes a cab or some shit.
She pushes him off the helicopter, and he just falls. He's like, "What the fuck?" He has to just get angry.
Yeah. Oof.
Anybody want to play it?
Let's go with D tier. Oh.
It wasn't a terrible movie.
No, it probably like. Let's go with
It just
is it-
wasn't.
Is it better than X Men? Yeah, it's like behind X Men.
I would say.
Above Fantastic Four.
I would say. I would say high C.
First first origin movie this isn't technically an
It's
origin
not an
movie.
origin.
Yeah.
It's like the first one they decided to skip.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? If that's the case, put Fantastic Four behind Incredible Hulk 2.
Put Fantastic Four
Down here?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fantastic Four versus the Incredible Hulk.
I think it deserves to be below it. Or you know what? No. I mean, the Loki kind of interchangeable for me.
I feel like Fantastic Four. It might be my nostalgia or my bias, but it's more of like a rewatchable family film, and Incredible Hulk is more like heavy on like you can watch clips of it and still enjoy it.
You can clip
Yeah.
farm
You
it.
can watch the Hulk fights, you can see all the badass action and stuff, and kind of like dodge all the other stuff, and you could still kind of just enjoy it like that. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel like Fantastic Four is more rewatchable as a full movie. But that could be just like I don't know.
You
just
think
how
you'd
I feel
probably
about
put it above Incredible Hulk?
I think I might. Yeah, I think I would. But I'm willing to, you know.
I mean,
sway.
no. Well,
What do you think, Blanks?
What do you think, Blanco?
I mean, I haven't seen the fucking Hulk in a long ass
You
time.
don't remember it that
Remember,
much?
this is
remember
Edward
that
Norton
much,
too.
Yeah. I just
I
remember,
remember
it
more of
being
Fantastic
good,
Four.
but I don't want
And
to
then
call
it-
it boring. But other than the Hulk stuff, it just wasn't all that interesting to me. I didn't care about Edward Norton's character.
The fact that he couldn't bang.
I don't know. Once I think of Hulk and how I love him portrayed, I think of Mark Ruffalo in Avengers 1, where he's all so paranoid and anxious, and he doesn't even want to bump into people on board of the carrier. You know, he's all like on edge, and I love that, like, because he's afraid of himself. Like he's afraid of what he might do so bad that he's like extra careful about his emotions. You know, it felt like Edward Norton's Hulk already kind of understood that and was just reclusive. Like he was just like on his own. Like he had a hoodie on, like by himself. Like he would just not interact with a lot of characters because he knew that already. But I like that Ruffalo interacts with characters, maybe against his own will or whatever. But he interacts with other characters that makes it
True.
more like yo, like you really won't like me when I'm mad. Like this isn't a joke type of shit. Like this is actually like I could tear this whole thing down. Like don't fuck with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
Like you felt like Edward Norton was more evasive,
more evasive, more reclusive, more like emo.
more emo. Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I feel about it. That's why I rather watch this one because Fantastic Four feels like more colorful, more comedic, more
I could see that.
comic booky, and
So
I don't
then,
know, rewatchable in my opinion.
You think you
Hulk
would
is
leave it
more
on-
dark and like you know. But what do you think? I'm down to put it either way. That's my argument there.
I was gonna say, would you rather leave it in front of the Hulk or back up in B tier then?
I'm down with putting it on C tier above Hulk.
Above Hulk, because I feel comfortable leaving it there. I feel like B tier might be a little bit too high for it, but
that might be fair.
what do you think, Blanks? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, that seems good. I can't do Wolverine.
Or the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, before we continue,
And I
was
haven't
gonna-
seen Iron Man 2.
I was gonna say, what do you guys think about us going up until the Avengers? Like, we'll do Phase 1 and then we'll take a break. And
I'm
then
down.
We'll kind of pick up next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm down.
good.
All right, cool. So, X-Men Origins Wolverine. You said you'd never seen it?
I've never seen that one or Iron Man. Iron Man 2 is the one with the... My bad to go on to that one. But Iron Man 2 is the one with the guy with the lashing on the fucking streets. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
Oh, wow.
I haven't really seen that one either, so I can't really talk on it
So
much.
Wolverine,
What about
X-Men...
No, we'll probably breeze right through those.
I mean, I've seen
I
this
think
one
I've seen
plenty
this
of
one.
times.
It's the one when you have him in the water, right?
Yeah.
He's
It's
fucking...
literally
yeah,
his
shit. I
They're
do
the
kind
Weapon
of
X.
remember it.
As a kid, I seen this movie and I thought it was like the best. I thought it was the best movie out of all the X-Men movies. Like, that was my, like, how do you say it? Recency bias of watching it at the time. But it was another case of watching it over and over, and then you see,
The little details.
aside from like people picking it apart online, right? Like you hear about how terrible it was and how this and that. Like, so you hear how people pick it apart online, and then you realize how it's like, okay, maybe it wasn't the best writing, it wasn't the best this, wasn't the best that. And not only that, but it wasn't really comic book accurate. They didn't give us the best mutants. They didn't give us the best Gambit. You know,
Oh, dude.
Deadpool. Come on, like, come
Oh,
on now.
no.
So
You mean Pool did?
like as a Wolverine movie, I wanted to love it, but I don't know. It felt weird, especially seeing Logan be a regular person, also, you know, and have a family, have a wife or whatever. And, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite movie, and it wasn't definitely one of the best movies. Looking back at it, you know, I've seen it a lot of times now, and every time I rewatch it, it's just not as good. So, yeah, I'll have to put this movie.
Yeah, you have to do that one. That's an F.
I'll probably put it low D. Low D. It has some qualities to it, but
Not enough to keep you invested, bro, because
nah. Like Hugh Jackman's great, but he's not enough to carry this movie. And fun fact, not so fun fact, this is the first movie that they use CGI claws. So
Was it so good?
I mean,
oh, the bathroom scene.
yeah, it's less practical or whatever. So yeah, we'll keep it there for now. Low D. Iron Man 2. It's another movie where it's like, I don't know.
Speak on that one either.
There was a thing for a lot of movies. Maybe it's still the way today that the sequel always sucks. Iron Man 2 definitely wasn't as good as the first one.
What happened? It didn't uphold to expectations?
No, but and also a lot of
It
people.
felt really slow, bro.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like that they shoehorn Avengers setup in here. they shoehorned Shield into the movie, and a lot of introducing characters, Black Widow, Nick Fury.
They're rushing him into this one.
They put him in because of a post-credit scene in the last one, right? So what they do in this movie is they do a lot of setup for Avengers. Like it's not
They
a
don't-
post-credit scene no more. They're actually implementing it into the story. You know, he doesn't want to join the Avengers. He's like, gotta play well with others, type of thing. They kind of have to convince him, and whatever. You know, it's like he's already Iron Man, but yeah, it's really
Getting
slow.
recruited.
And I think the worst part of this movie is the villain sucks.
Like, what is it? Like, he just stole like some Iron Man tech, and then like
The guy
he built
is the guy. I forgot his name. Hammer. He's like one of the guys from the comics that also builds tech. He like hires him or whatever. But he like steals his bird and his parrot or whatever the fuck, his bird, and that's basically his motivation. But he just wants his bird back or whatever the fuck, and he's willing to like fight Iron Man over it. Iron Man like blew up his camp, or he's responsible for the death of his people, or some bullshit. I forgot exactly, but he's basically not entertaining, not interesting, so forgettable. Great
Yeah,
actor,
okay.
great actor for the role. Just
Pretty cool
the
CGI.
the writing is just like
it's like
kinda
if that's
not
the best
good.
character Iron Man has as a villain, like
What do you mean, like Whiplash or
it's
something?
no wonder why they never really brought Iron Man to the big screen. It's like, who are Iron Man's villains? You know,
Yeah,
Whiplash. They could have made him cool, but it doesn't even sound. He sounds worse than like a B level Spider-Man villain.
Whiplash, like riff raff. Like,
Yeah, Shocker
it
sounds.
looks
Shocker's cooler than him. Right? It's the same kind of
Sure.
deal. So that's my thing, is that the villain sucks. So every time you got villain in there, it's real slow, like Yuli said, and it's just like it's boring for the most part. But the best thing about it is the whole War Machine part.
Yeah, you
War
just
Machine's awesome. I feel like they didn't commit to the whole demon in a bottle stuff either. They kind of nod to it of him being a little alcoholic and drunk or whatever. But it was just like one scene, and he kind of acts out as Iron Man. And shit.
like the
It's
party
yeah, it's a
thing.
comedic scene, and hey, you say what you want about it, you know, it's funny or whatever, but as a whole, I don't think the movie works well
Holds
as a sequel, or yeah, it doesn't hold up as a movie. Like, if you want to just go back and rewatch Iron Man 2, it's like, for what? You're not really gonna. The best part is the War Machine fight at the end, you know, it's pretty badass. You'd love to see it,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, with all that being said, I would put this probably
F tier.
mid D. Mid.
Yeah, that's. I feel like next to Daredevil's a good spot with it.
I don't think about Blade. No. I love the action in Blade. Yuli's gonna have to watch Blade before he speaks on it. No, I'm gonna use Blade in Marvel Rivals right now.
All right, anybody want to go with Thor? Start with Thor.
Ooh,
I
this
can't
is the
think-
next one that
this
they
is the
set
one I
up.
missed out on, man.
Really?
Yeah, this is what
Wow.
2011. When was this?
Yeah,
2000
no.
what?
Yeah,
No, yeah.
2010, 2010.
Yeah.
2010, 2011. Yeah, dude, I was just like invested in
This
playing
was
football.
a decent origin story, honestly. Like, it
I
was
heard
a
that
little
this
out
one
there.
was slow too.
It was, but it was also like directed and written. It was written like a
experience,
Shakespearean.
noble,
I want to
stoic.
say, I don't want to compare it to Lord of the Rings, but like Lord of the Rings esque as far as like fantasy, high fantasy,
High
but,
fantasy,
but super
cosmic.
super dedicated to what they're doing. Like, it could be like goofy as fucking shit or whatever, but it's super like regal and believable as far as how they portray Asgard and everybody who lives there, right? Like, it actually feels pretty believable, all things considered. Could be super like unrealistic, you know. I think they kind of nail the god part of it. Like,
Yeah, I think this suffers the same thing from Iron Man 2, is that it had too much setup for world building, right? Because it's like, oh, you have Asgard, you have the Nine Realms, you have Shield showing up with Hawkeye and stuff, you know, stuff for,
that's true.
and then the Destroyer showing up and him being the reason for the Avengers forming type deal. So it's like
Yeah, I remember the Destroyer. I seen I did see some clips of this movie, but not all of it.
Setting
setting up.
wasn't like the villain though.
No, it was
It
Loki.
was just something. Yeah,
Which Loki is awesome.
Loki is awesome.
King
Loki.
of Mistress.
He was a great villain.
So this is a decent origin story in my take, but
But my thing about it
It's-
is that I feel like it feels short, and
Yeah.
it feels like it just goes like that.
yeah, so
Like first thing is like it starts off in Asgard, and then next thing you know he gets kicked down to Earth, And then all the stuff that happens on Earth, it feels like it's just
Rushed.
yeah,
huh?
rushed, and it just flashes by. And next thing you know, he's fighting the destroyer, and it's already almost over. It's like, oh, not much really happened. Like, yeah, he has a bit of an arc with the human characters, but not really. You know, I don't know. Like, it didn't have he didn't have a full arc. I don't feel like Thor himself. Like, he did have to become worthy again in his own way or whatever. He had to gain his worthiness back in the movie, but I don't know. I felt like rushed in a way, or like not enough in a way. Like they didn't flesh out a lot of stuff, and they could have like did more with the Earth stuff and the human stuff. But I feel like a lot of people don't want to talk about or they don't care about the human characters as much.
To be honest, no, because it's like it's a Thor movie.
Like, we're trying to see the hero.
Yeah, we're trying to see the hero do hero
Like-
stuff,
Or at least like Loki.
or at least Loki,
His
which
side of things,
yeah,
like, you know.
like they were comparing him to like Ian McKellen's Magneto with Professor X. Like
Loki?
they fit together. Like
Dude,
they're
he's
so good.
conniving as hell. He actually auditioned for the role of Thor,
He did.
and they gave him Loki instead, which is like another perfect casting.
This is dope.
So is Chris Hemsworth. Perfect casting. So I really love how they portray the gods in this movie. I think it's one of the best portrayals of the gods, like in general. The way that they talk, the way that
They act.
it's kind of like they really did adapt the pages of Thor on the comic books.
Considering they were really goofy as hell.
Because you know how Thor talks in the comics and it's written in a way?
Yep.
Talks
It's,
with that
it's
freaking-
basically that, like Shakespearean talk. Like it's basically that. So
Pro,
I like
pro
that.
English.
I like when they stick to their own lore, like by heart. Like they fucking go for it. They don't, they don't pull no punches like the old movies used to. No, they're introducing gods, Asgard and Thor and all this shit. They're gonna go balls to the wall and just commit to it, full blown. And I love that. So, with all that being said, I did like it a lot, but I don't think it's better than any of the A tier movies.
No,
No.
no, not even. I don't think so.
So it's either low A or high B, in my opinion.
In your opinion?
I mean, I never really seen it, so
I'm fine with putting it B, and you guys could argue a lot higher or lower if you want. I could sway. What, Ellie?
I wasn't really gonna put it higher than a B. What do you think, Blanco?
I was thinking like C or D.
Yeah, I was also thinking like around the C area. That's why I was interested that I said B, but I think it's better than I think it's better than the Hulk. Just mostly, I
Is it
think
better than the Hulk?
I think it's better than the Hulk.
I don't know. I don't think it's better than Blade though.
They're both pretty
I
out
think
there
this needs to
characters.
move up for paving the way though for everybody. We'll check it on that later. You gotta give him respect.
What do you mean? He's the only one in B tier.
Yeah, I think he deserves it.
What?
Hey, for the only Blade movie,
You're biased against it so much.
I think he's an A.
Me and Yuli have to fight against this. We can't let this happen. I don't think.
Well, I was saying that I
Our
wasn't gonna put
credibility's
it.
gone, Blancs.
I
People are
wasn't
gonna
gonna-
watch the next one. They're gonna be like, nah, bro, we're gonna watch this one. Last time they put Blade in B tier. Why would I watch this one? Nah, you didn't watch the last one, bro? You see where they put Blade?
Shit, that's how I see the comments on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be watching like,
Flamed up, bro. They can't say that me and you didn't try, bro.
yeah.
Well,
Just kidding. I never seen him, so like I said, I can't really say shit.
I think you gotta see it so we can get more of a equal opinion on it.
I guess, but even then, I would only really want to watch the first one.
Yeah, the first one. That's what I'm saying. For it paving the way, I think for it paving the way for Marvel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It deserves more than what it'd be. You know.
We'll keep it at B for now. We'll
For
see
now,
what
for
happens.
now.
All right. X-Men First Class. Another movie I've seen in theaters. Anybody?
I didn't see that one. No.
I actually didn't see that one either.
You know what's funny is that I feel like this is another really good high-tier origin film, and it also established a good set of cast members as well.
Especially for a reboot, also.
Yeah, and it also did the impossible of casting two goated actors, in a way that matched it better than anybody could have predicted. Like, Magneto and Professor X, the way that they're portrayed by the actors that play them, in contrast to the previous ones, the older actors, I think it's chef's kiss.
Like they They
chef's
did.
kiss.
They
Like,
did nail the characters, but they did their own thing, huh?
yeah, but it's also like you see that in them. Like you could buy that that's a young Charles. You buy that that's a young Eric.
Young
You know what I mean?
Mystique.
Yeah, like there's not
Shit.
there's not a moment where you're like it doesn't feel like them. And I like that also Charles isn't portrayed as perfect, you know?
He's got flaws.
He's got flaws, but you also see the good in him and the why he becomes who he becomes, the professor of the mansion and the one who brings all the kids in and does all this good for mutants. You see that in him, but you also see the conflict in him, and you see why Magneto
struggles.
Yeah, why Magneto and him struggle with their morality against each other. So I think it's really good just for the fact that the main hero protagonist is really good, which is Charles, and then the villain is really good, which is Magneto, and their contrast, their interaction, their whole dynamic throughout the whole film, I feel like carries it like really good to where you can say what you want about the other mutants in the movie, maybe they're not the best, or they're not,
But they were dope
they're
though.
not
They're
portrayed
so
the
cool.
most well. They weren't killed off. They were killed off, or they were kind of like a lot of them were like how you say not important, like irrelevant. They kind of like came and went, or they were just like I don't know. They were kind of killed. A lot. I remember what this.
They were just underused. It was
Yeah,
just-
underused. They were kind of killed off in a way where they were like, they probably could have bodied this other dude, but they kind of like they were suppressed or nerfed or whatever. Like they could have actually, mutants could actually be gods and shit. Like they could actually put them.
There's a reason that they're hated in society.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But so yeah, everything with Magneto and Professor X, I think is top tier. Everything else, I think, is good, not bad, but also not the best. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of what's her name as Mystique. I think she's alright.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, I think she's alright, but something about her portrayal of Mystique just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that she's too like, how do you say, like, she's too like, bubbly or too like
Optimistic.
or
Out of
happy.
her, out of
like,
her,
she
not,
doesn't feel like
not too much
Mystique,
into her
like,
character,
Mystique always felt like an anti-hero to me.
and she's just like
And
nonchalant.
I didn't buy
a
it
little.
with Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like they kind of made her a hero because of her name, of her acting
Career.
prominence or whatever. How much of a Hollywood star she was. So they try to make her a hero or whatever. Which maybe there is comics that Mystique's the hero. They're bringing Mystique back in Doomsday. She's probably gonna be a hero in the
Well, you gotta
team.
think about it like this. In this one, I mean,
It's always
I don't really
seen
know.
as not a bad guy, but anti-hero. That's what
Yeah,
it
I don't
is.
really know much about it, but you're saying it's the young days. But Mystique was part of the young crew,
That's true.
so
She
that's why
was.
she was probably starting out, and then she
And
fucking
I'm also
flowed
thinking
her way with
about every
Magneto.
other movie after that. I'm
Yeah.
not just thinking about this, but as in general, I wasn't the biggest fan of her, but I really like this movie despite all its flaws. Is what I'm trying to say. Despite all its flaws, I really like the movie, and I feel like the main actors and storyline carry.
Yeah, and plus the new ensemble of characters was cool, especially for not having Wolverine.
Yeah, even what's his name is Beast. The dude who
Oh.
plays Lex.
Yeah. I forgot his
Holton.
name.
Nicholas
Yeah,
Holton.
Nicholas Holton.
Yeah. Or Holt.
Holton? Yeah, I think something.
But yeah. So, anybody want to rank it?
I'm good with putting it somewhere in A tier.
A tier.
What do you call it?
If we put it in A tier,
I don't know. I can't speak on that.
I would
I
probably
never-
put it above X-Men 1.
You would put it over X-Men 1. Interesting.
Maybe I might put it over X-Men 1, yeah. I think that sounds about right, especially considering X2 is already an S tier. Like,
Mhm.
it's not better than X2.
It's not
but
better than
I think it might be better than X-Men 1, dude.
Think
Cause
so?
it's really good. Like, it came out of nowhere. Like, oh shit, that movie was actually really good. Like,
like they went
Yeah,
off.
And that was kind of
yeah.
like the starting point of X-Men for them.
that was
in
no,
that
it was like the
universe.
rebirth of X-Men.
Yeah,
if
like-
that movie didn't hit, Age of Apocalypse. I mean, not Age of Apocalypse. Days of Future Past wouldn't have
yeah.
came or wouldn't have hit. And then everything after that kind of went.
Dude,
on
and that was
back
like
then,
that was like the Avengers level X-Men, like, when they would all just come together and
Days
it
of
would
Future Past?
culminate. Yeah.
Right. So this
So-
is kind of setting up that up. Like, it's like they finished with X-Men 3. They finished that trilogy, and this was the rebirth of X-Men. Like, all right, let's bring them back. Let's do this again. Let's start over again. And
Whole
then
new
they
crew.
did that, and then they still brought back the old cast, and had them fucking merge. It was so cool. Yes, like you said, not better than X-Men 1. I mean, not better than X-Men 2, but better than X-Men 1.
I'm comfortable
Um,
leaving it there.
I
But
think
I
it's
mean,
better than these two, in my opinion. You could argue, but yeah, I'm cool with that. If you guys are cool with that.
yeah, I think so.
All right. Captain America, the first Avenger.
Oh man,
another
man.
origin movie.
Another origin movie.
I have a
but-
soft spot for it. I can acknowledge that it's not the best movie, but I do have a soft spot for it because Steve Rogers is always written really well, and I'm always a sucker for like the leader character.
He was written
optimism,
pretty well
man.
in that movie.
Yeah, like what you love Superman for is kind of how Cap is built to, how he's written, and he's the guy that
inspires you to do better.
he's the guy that's like, if he was your friend, he's the only friend you'll ever need, like type of thing. Like, you know, you could trust him or whatever. Like, he's just, yeah, I love Cap. So Steve Rogers is one of my favorite characters, obviously, and I think his origin is really good, and it does set up a whole lot in the MCU. If you think about it, it sets up the Tesseract, right?
It does.
Which is also the Space Stone. Little did we know at the time. It sets up Red Skull, which eventually comes
And
back.
Hydra.
Yeah, it sets up Hydra as a
which later on plays well
As a
into Winter
part,
Soldier.
dude. Everything
Yeah.
sets up Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. He's in this movie, which a lot of people kind of don't even really, because he's not Winter Soldier yet.
Yeah,
you
he's
don't even
not
know
Winter
who-
Soldier. He's Bucky
You don't
Barnes.
even know who he is.
He's
You're
also
like-
really good. Like, he's really good in the role as Bucky before
Don't
he
get
becomes
in,
Winter Soldier.
don't get into trouble while I'm gone.
Yeah, dude.
How
He-
could I?
Yeah.
You're taking all the stupid with you.
Yeah.
He saves him in the alley when he's getting his ass beat, you know. And Winter Soldier, like Bucky Barnes, as we know him as Winter Soldier, he comes through and he's like the big guy. He's the one that comes and gets the dude off Steve, you know. And you never think of Steve now as like the dude who ever get bullied or picked on, but it's like even back when he was, Bucky was the dude that came through and fucking when he wasn't the super soldier, when he wasn't super like buff, hero or whatever. Bucky had his back
He was
then,
his
you know?
boy, bro.
And that's why you love Bucky throughout the whole saga, throughout the whole timeline of MCU movies. That's why you love Bucky, because he was always there behind one of your favorite characters, Steve Rogers. So I love that character dynamic in the movie. You know, the professor or the scientist that gives Cap
super
the serum. Their dynamic is really good in the short time that he's in it. I really liked it. It was kind of
Well, it's leading to Iron Man too because of his dad, right? Isn't his dad in that era?
That's true. And it's
scientist?
reminiscent of Tony Stark in the cave with that one dude who was in the cave with them. It was kind of like their relationship. You know what I mean?
Wait, it was the same. It was the same guy. The
No,
same
no, no,
actor?
no, no. I'm saying that's kind of like the dynamic that
Oh,
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
had together,
yeah.
like a mentor kind of role. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, that I don't. wanna
Somebody
say-
who instilled the values at that. What do you
Yeah.
call it? He later on.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So yeah, a lot of character dynamics work across from Steve, across from Chris Evans. Like Chris Evans works well across the screen from a lot of these other actors, even Peggy, all of their even Howard Stark, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Cap's character, like being such a goody two shoes Boy Scout, is such a good contrast to most other characters that he interacts with, you know. And in this movie, it shows especially, and it shows like why he's who he is and why he does what he does, and also has one of the best cap suits in my opinion, where he has the armor.
I was
and
thinking
the
about this
World War
earlier
II.
today, bro. He has some of the best freaking suits
where he's
because
riding
like
the motorcycle, looks badass, right?
yeah, like the more he progresses, I feel like the better the suits get
Yeah.
every single movie.
That's true.
So where would you put it, right? Because
Me?
you talked the most about it. So where do
And
you
that's
feel?
your boy right
I'm
there.
thinking A
Hey, that's
tier,
my boy
B
too,
tier.
but he's got it.
I'm thinking A tier, B tier.
I'm comfortable with B tier, to be honest. But if you're gonna put it A tier, I'd
'Cause
be interested to hear how.
I was about to say, I just don't think it's better than any of these other origin films. I really don't. Maybe X-Men, but
No, I still think X-Men's kind of has a leg up on it. Just maybe that's just nostalgia, but
no.
What do you mean?
I think you might be right. I don't think it's better than any of these other movies. But it's also a period piece.
It is.
And it has like nothing to do with any other movie and any other character. It kind of does, but in retrospect, like it shows Tony's dad and it shows like the origins of Shield. and stuff
It's leading the
like that.
MCU.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
like
oh,
it's world building.
Yeah, it's world building, but at the time you don't really realize it. You know.
Yeah, like this is what Thor was kind of establishing, was where they were kind of getting good at, and then this is where they kind of got it right, where they were like, we're gonna expand and lead up to things, but
Yeah.
we're gonna do it organically, and it's gonna pay off later, you know.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good origin film, but it doesn't beat the better ones. So yeah, I'm fine with putting it at high B. I'm fine with putting it at hype B.
Okay.
Sounds good because like there's a little bit of everything in that movie.
Yeah, and this is the final movie that leads into Avengers, by the way, 2012.
We're gonna leave Blanco to that one.
Avengers 2012, which another movie I was in theater for, and I was fucking
That was
first in line, bro. Waiting for the
Avengers
doors to open.
2012.
I could not wait. I was through the roof excited for this movie. I was the kind of kid that was on YouTube after every movie came out and looked at all the Easter eggs and stuff. I still do that today, but back then it was crazy because it was less common or whatever. And when you see, like, for example, I don't know if you remember in the Incredible Hulk movie, there's like a split-second shot of Cap's shield in the ice as Hulk destroys the glaciers.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember that, but it's like a split-second shot of all the ice breaking down, right? Like he destroyed the glacier, and it might be a deleted scene or whatever. Might have been a deleted
Where he
scene.
eats the bullet.
Right. It
Oh, that was a
scene.
deleted scene.
Yeah, and then you see him, like, you don't see it happen, but you just hear like the crash and impact of like the glacier breaking or whatever, and
Where
then
you
you
see
see
a little-
like a big old like earthquake of like ice breaking, and then you see for a split second
The
shot
shield pop up.
the shield, like the colors like barely vaguely in the ice, and you see it, and then you see videos online of like people zooming in on it and circling it, like putting the creepy ass music, like it's all a big deal. It's like, holy shit, dude, is that Cap shield? What the fuck, you know? So back then it was like, oh damn, it's gonna be in the
They're
same
throwing in
universe.
Easter
Yeah,
eggs.
they're already doing it. And then Iron Man 2, you have Tony working in his lab, and in the back you see like a prototype of Cap's shield as well. And it's like, oh shit, you see Cap's shield in the back too. That was before Cap was even announced as a movie. So it was like, oh damn, he's already in this world. You already love that little Easter egg. So, and obviously the Nick Fury thing where that set up the Avengers in the first place. That's like ever since Iron Man 1, you're looking forward to the Avengers now. You probably don't know who the Avengers are or what the Avengers are.
I didn't, for sure,
Why
bro.
they're called that, but you're looking forward to the team up now. Like, hell yeah, when's that
Actually,
happening?
watching all of the movies, I didn't know of Thor, but like reading the comics back then and just knowing who they
Yeah.
are, and then leading up to this is what you always wanted to.
Or at the end of Incredible Hulk, when the general is in the bar, he's defeated or whatever, taking shots. Tony walks into the bar and he tells
Putting
him,
together a
he's like,
team.
yeah, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm putting together a team, implying that he's trying to get Hulk on the team. Fucking wild, hell yeah. And then at the end of Iron Man 2, you see Coulson, I think for the first time, coming out of a shield car, and he's looking and he's like, we got it, we got to come through, like we got it here, we secured it. And then you look at what he's looking at, and it's fucking Thor's hammer in a
yep.
crater. Holy shit, Thor's hammer in a crater, like Thor's coming, like let's go, dude. So all this shit, all these little Easter eggs that led
Leading-
up to like not only the next movie, like, oh yeah, they're gonna make a Thor movie, they're gonna make a Cap movie, but no, they're leading up to the crossover between all the characters once they do. You
Yeah,
know?
and honestly, like that was fucking glorious.
It was
because-
unheard of.
Yeah, well,
no one
because-
ever did that cinematic universe shit before, bro. And
Nah,
that's
but,
why
like,
people love it to this day because of
whoever-
the crossover, because of the connectivity.
Yeah, and
you
whoever
know?
did it was just like, I gotta do it. The time is right. We're cooking.
Oh, man,
we
they're
just did
cooking.
Iron Man.
That's Kevin
we just
Feige,
did-
bro.
Feige, bro.
Yeah,
Feige.
we just did Thor. Now we're freaking bringing it all together.
Ever since
Yeah.
Iron Man hit, they were just on a upward
Keep it
spiral.
going.
Like,
He's still running it, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
It's just that he was less in control in the Disney Plus era
Why?
with the previous ownership of Disney. But they recently, like in the last couple of
Gave
years,
him-
gave him back his power. Yeah.
Because they know that they weren't cooking.
Oh yeah, because back then there was their mandate to just put out as much content as they could, as fast as they could,
And now they
So-
gave him the full rights.
so that
Well, not
there
full
was
rights.
less oversight from Feige to make sure things were like, up to snuff. They were just putting things out like as fast as they could, and there wasn't as much thought or whatever into it. You could tell by the movies as well. The movies are kind of contained. There was less connectivity as there was back then. Back then, every movie had connection. Every single movie did, bro, and that's why we loved it. That's why we went to the movies and seen it, because we wanted to see how it connected to the
From the last one, yeah.
I know.
And now it's like you think about like
I
Wakanda
was
Forever.
lost.
It's a singular movie. It has no ties with anything.
What was the after credit
honestly,
scene?
Has no.
I mean,
ties to
Wakanda.
anything.
Well,
Which one?
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther led into that, but like it just sucks that he couldn't. May he rest in peace, and he
Yeah,
couldn't live
exactly.
to like do more.
Exactly. It was an unfortunate
A short
circumstances.
show.
But my point is that nowadays it's like these movies are self-contained, and they're just giving these movies to directors to let them make their kind of movie. like Love and Thunder.
It needs
you
to
know?
be like
Let's go-
Borderlands right there.
Love and Thunder. We all thought it was gonna be a Guardians and Thor movie, but
Oh
turns
my
out
God.
it wasn't even. Close
I hate
to
it.
that.
I know,
And then they
that would've
go and
been
do
so
our boy
cool, though.
Christian Bale the worst. When I seen
Tell me about
made him
it,
a kidnapper.
bro. Tell
Like,
me.
what the fuck?
Not only that,
No action.
they
He's a
got a
kidnapper.
goated. They got a goated actor as one of their villains, and they're gonna give him like no screen time and the worst motivations.
And the worst resolution.
Like not
like-
motivation, but the way he goes about doing his plan
Eh.
and like being like a mustache trolling villain.
No fucking action. The only action
Oh,
was
man,
you
we
get
didn't
was
kill a single god,
only
bro.
action was you get was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna make it, and then
He didn't kill a
that's
single
it.
god.
He did, but behind screen.
Exactly. Anyway,
Oh,
we're
man,
getting on
dude.
topic.
Oh, man.
So
The first
basically, the
Avengers.
Avengers, bro, it was at a time where the crossover,
The
and-
lead up.
and the lead up, and the connectivity in the cinematic universe that was already established from Iron Man was at an all time high, and at this point, I don't think they could have failed, like unless the movie was really trash. It did have a lot riding on it for it being the first Avengers movie. But what's also interesting is that who directed it?
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon. He literally set the foundation of what the MCU would become after this movie. With Avengers 1, it literally became
It changed everything.
it became the whole what MCU is today. The quippy, the lighthearted, the colorful, the comic booky, the comic book accurate suits,
They're coming into
the
it now.
dialogue interaction between characters, the smart ass comments, stuff like that. You know, that back then it was like one of the first to do that between. Obviously, it was a crossover between characters. You want to see that between characters, but nowadays it's like the formula of what you expect an MCU movie to be because of what that movie was and what that movie did. So even though he did those first two movies and he never did another movie, his like blueprint still is in use to this day because of what that movie did. It became what Marvel is.
Imagine he comes back and makes a movie today. You think he makes it a hit? Or
He
a flop?
would, but I feel like he would, but he's a controversial name now. Because
Yeah,
of some
'cause-
shit he did or whatever. Some shit he got cut up for.
Never mind. Off screen.
But anyways, so
Fucking
yeah, I
shit.
feel like they were firing on all cylinders, and little did we know before watching it that when we would come out of it, it would end up being
Where it is today.
yeah, not only where it is today, but one of the best movies of all time, even now. Even after we got so many goated Avengers movies after that, you can look back at this movie and it's probably a product of its time, and it may be dated in some ways, maybe because of what we have now. But
Yeah.
even then, it's still like peak, in my opinion.
So we could
It's
agree.
still peak. You have so many scenes that are peak.
It's probably like an A tier
I don't
for
know.
its time. A to B.
It's because
a
it's
high
just
beat.
It's
it's good.
hard not to put it in S for me, bro.
Then,
It's hard not to.
I
put
mean,
it
that's
in
I'm
S.
just throwing it
Let
out
me
there.
throw out
Like,
some scenes for you guys. How about when
I'm
Loki?
down. I'm so down.
Yeah, when
How about
Loki comes
How about when
over?
Loki comes through and
Destroy Shield at the beginning.
Well,
Or-
yes, that. But how about when he comes through into Germany and gets the dude's eyeball or whatever in front of everybody and does a smirk in front of everybody, starts smiling, and then he comes out and he reveals his
Identity,
armor or whatever,
yeah.
and then he tells everybody to kneel and shit. Dude, I love that scene. And he gives everybody an evil speech, and Cap comes out and it's his first mission as an Avenger. He's like, "Hi, Cap, you're up," you know. Cap goes out there and he puts up a fight against a god. Until he's fucking almost bested. Iron Man comes out of nowhere. You got the fucking rock music playing or whatever, and then you hear it in the distance. Iron Man comes through, saves the day. They capture Loki. I love that interaction. That's Cap and Iron Man's first meeting. You know what I mean? I love that. And then you got from there directly on there. They have Loki in captivity. Thor lands on the fucking ship or the plane, and then literally takes Loki, and they have some badass speech in the middle of nowhere that picks up right where Thor 1 left off. Like literally, they have like what happened at the end of Thor 1 where Loki leaves or whatever, and what happened or whatever. They have like it feels like a Thor movie when that scene. Like all of a sudden,
Like it's just shifting to Thor now.
all of a sudden,
Everyone
it's
gets more clips of
Shakespearean
him.
and shit. Like holy shit! Like they nailed the
tone.
Yeah, the tone of these characters. You know what I mean? And in the midst of everything else that we've been seeing, that's Earthbound, that's Shield based, that's like real grounded. Now you got fucking gods, and it feels Shakespearean. This dude's wearing a cape, and it's like holy shit! Like, and you see these characters interact together.
I know fucking Iron Man comes out of nowhere,
Yes.
just bodies him, and he's
And
all
these
like,
are all
oh,
consecutive moments, bro. Like
Oh.
every moment, there's so many goated moments. Like it's not like where all these other movies are like, okay, yeah, it has this moment might be redeeming. No, dude, this movie has so many goated moments that it's like
wait up, Blanco, wait up. Or
It's
wait.
hard not to put it.
I'm gonna let it slide.
It's
But
hard
yeah.
not to put it in the highest tier because if you think of the the way it doesn't miss.
Well,
The way
honestly,
it doesn't miss, bro.
I'm agreeing
You got
with
the
you.
best
We have
portrayals of every
X-Men and
character.
Spider-Man up here. Yuli's gonna say it's down right here, huh?
Oh my god.
It's my favorite portrayal of Bruce Banner, and one of the best portrayals of the Hulk as an Avenger, right? As an Avenger, like he is in the comics, this is the best portrayal probably. And Age of Ultron is my favorite because he's a monster, right?
Yeah, Age of Ultron is fucking sick.
Wanda fucks with him, and he be just a rage monster. I love that. But
And just the fact that they added like even the human characters, Cap, fucking Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, or
Yeah,
not Scarlet Witch,
Black Widow.
Black Widow, like they're all what do you call it? Putting in
they're
work.
all, yeah, they're all main characters, and they all get like good screen time. You know, they all get good screen time, and it's like somehow, some way, they share 6 main characters across however long, 2 hours, and it all feels like they nailed giving everybody their due. You know, like when Hawkeye's a villain for half the movie, right?
Yeah,
And
he is.
He feels like a threat. But when he becomes a hero and he's in the fight against Loki, he has so many badass scenes in the city with his bow and arrow, bro, where you see him and you're like, fuck yeah, bro, Hawkeye's sick. He's over here fucking shooting shit off the
The Ultron fucking bots. He's shooting them
when
down.
he shoots at Loki with an explosive arrow, before you know it's explosive, he shoots it. He's like following him on the little glider thing, right? He's following him. He shoots
catches it.
and Loki fucking catches it and just looks at you like, oh shit, Loki already knew, you know? And he smiles. The next thing you know, it's like beep 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 beep, boom, and blows the fuck up. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. That's how Hulk ended up beating Loki's ass in the
Because it blew him into
because
the fucking
Hawkeye's the
building.
one that fucking nailed his ass, dude. Like he has his due too as a hero. You know what I mean? I love that they shared the
I was
moments.
just
with
saying,
everybody.
can we
no.
put the Loki
The
Hulk
Avengers
scene on right
Assemble
now?
moment.
That
Come on,
entire
that's
scene,
sick.
that entire thread of sequences where it just shows Iron Man flying through, and then like he teams up with Cap, and they're fighting
Yes,
people,
back to back.
and then he
The
flies
first
away.
team-up scene that we've ever seen as them fighting together, right? Like,
And then he blasted his shield to use it as a reflector.
Like
Yeah,
combos, and then
yeah.
you switch to Hulk and Thor fighting on the ship. just
yeah,
fucking-
dude. Yes, it's so good. So good.
Should we
Like,
get a scene for
And then I think at least
Enough
that
enough?
sequence where it's all
Just the action.
The New York fight.
I think
Put the New York fight and then
I want
put
to see the
and
assemble
then
scene.
put that and then to end it after that, like put the Hulk smashing Loki,
Huh.
throwing him around and shit. Oh man,
That's
no,
good.
dude.
You dog creature.
And everybody
I'm a
puts in
god.
work. Everybody puts in work,
Exactly,
bro.
dude.
It's crazy because it's like, how is it that not every character is useless?
And you could argue by the end of this movie, Tony has a complete arc. He has a full circle complete arc. You could say that like if the movies ended that right there, he would have a full arc and he would have like gone from Iron Man 1 to Avengers and completed his story arc.
You basically did because
He became unselfish and did the thing that Cap said he probably would never do, right? Like
Yep.
lay down for the next guy. He literally like
laid his whole life,
his
especially
whole life, yeah.
in Ultron, Age of Ultron, when he went up to space to throw away the bomb.
no, that's the
No,
movie.
that's Avengers.
Oh yeah.
That's Avengers 1, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ah, shit. And then he sees the whole other timeline. He doesn't see he sees aliens.
Yeah, no, he sees the space and the alien ship and whatnot.
Like just it's
It fucks
real.
with him because he
there it
realizes he's not alone.
2012, bro. Been a
Their
long
first
way.
time, all of them assembling.
Hell yeah. Put it down on quality.
Oh, this was peak. This was so peak.
Come on.
Dang, it'll be 20 years in year
It's
42. No, 32.
in 6 years.
Badass still, bro.
So, see, it's horrible.
I've seen worse.
Sorry.
No, we could use worse.
Stuck. Got him. Banner. Just like you said. Tell him to suit up. I'm bringing the party to you.
I don't see how that's a problem.
Dr. Banner. Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
man.
Come on, dude.
Fucking one hitter quitter.
With the team up combo with the assist. Ba, 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 ba.
Bro, one shot it.
Broke its fucking brain. Made it pop.
It's crazy to think that these are the suckiest armies in the universe.
Let's go, dude.
The suckiest army?
Yeah.
Why, they're weak?
According to Rocket, yeah.
The way I got chills during this moment, bro.
You just hear them all yelling.
Iconic, bro.
That was the
on.
team up superheroes, like what do you call it, shot right there.
Damn, dude. I love this movie. Like, I could think of like a top 25 moments of this movie alone, you know?
Because every scene carried weight to it. Even the ones that you didn't think made sense later on. And then the after credit, the lead up, bro.
Come on, bro. The thing that crafted the next, the whole saga.
Yeah.
The whole saga, yeah.
It basically set us up for more.
Mm-hmm.
Focus gonna keep this fight focused on us. That's what we need. That would be come on wild.
Yeah, Rocket says that. You guys couldn't. Why did you guys just blow up the ship? Look at the weakest army in the galaxy. Like, well, we didn't know that. Like, you didn't know that.
You guys are clowns.
Clowns on him.
Thank God we got the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Villain's such a good villain. I mean, Loki's such a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Captain.
It's crazy how this was a monumental task.
So we close that
I
front
love
door,
that.
contain it.
You just hear Tony say, "Call it, Captain."
You want that? Eyes on it.
He gives them that respect.
Straight. Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, turn it back, or turn it to ash. Give me a lift? Right. Better catch up. Thor, you gotta try and bottleneck that port. Slow him down. You got the lightning? Light the bastards up. You stay here on the ground. Keep the fighting here. And Hulk, smash.
Yeah.
Like, just go off, right?
Let's go, dude. The best version of a Hulk as an Avenger.
Beautiful. Because, like, honestly, he just gets to go rampage
Smash on
mode.
command? Come
Are
on,
you gonna
bro.
say
got
no?
Hulk on command. It's over. It's
Look at
over.
that.
Even Loki had to acknowledge it later on.
It's dude. It's like Cap is just sending a Hulk around. Nah, you're done, dude. You got the Hulk under control. Damn.
That shit.
Thor
Has
just
to be
being a
fucking-
freaking god, bro.
That shit got to be fucking
He
killing.
always has badass scenes.
Council was
Nick Fury.
Even Maria Hill is badass.
Sitting in jail. Just trying to keep them off the streets. But they can't bankroll the damn. Find a tight corner.
Doesn't even look at it.
Hell yeah. But he only has a bow and arrow. You gotta make him badass.
He hits every shot.
He'll miss.
Even if he misses, he still hits. Right? He wasn't on point, but it still hit you. Like,
Exactly.
shit. So he doesn't miss, you know? Because you know how his ult in Rivals, he's missing. He's not hitting you on point, but he's shooting this one, but he's still hitting you.
I never miss.
Shit.
Nice call. What else you got? Before taking on a squadron down on 6th, and it didn't invite me.
Oh shit.
They're like, move out the way.
It wasn't the scene that you were talking about though, where they all fight together. What would I look up to find that?
Wait, dude.
I don't know. But we gotta go back to the ranking.
I know. Well, we're pretty much done with it already, but
So what did we end up with today?
I think we ended up because everybody was hyped up for this growing up too, the Avengers, and they gave us the kind of more or less a realistic of like what we were expecting.
I didn't even know, bro. I didn't even know the Avengers were a thing. Like this just came out of nowhere for me.
right.
Yeah, I remember them.
I mean, I remember
from
heroes,
the
but I was like,
I just know them
Avengers,
from the freaking comic, from the cartoon.
It wasn't a household name, you know. Avengers wasn't a household name. That's my ranking of it. I don't know if you guys have any rankings, but
I think that's
I think this is a fair ranking.
fair.
it's
Honestly,
the first peak
Avengers.
top S tier movie we got, and it's fitting that we ended right now on the best one.
you got a bunch of cameos.
And we showed
in that
some reasons why, dude. Because come on, so many moments in that movie, dude. It's so good. Like it's like 2 hours or whatever, and it's like it flies by. It's just,
They just hit a home run with it, bro. Like they
Yeah,
just
bro.
knocked it out of the park.
Thank you.
And they set everything up for everything that came after, bro.
exactly. Yeah, so we can save it here for now, and we'll pick up on the next one.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Right, what's
Real
up?
quick, I'm gonna
It's 6 o'clock.
take a screenshot so we can remember where we are.
And it took us like 4 hours.
Really? Damn.
We were like 3.
Let's see the total right now.
Didn't record any of it.
Uh,
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
224.
224, 2.5. Okay, not bad.
Not
The length
bad.
of the Avengers.
Yes.
Everybody. Well, we'll be back, and it'll be like nothing happened.
Yeah.
We could just split it in half or whatever, but that's our ranking for some of the multiverse movies and all of Phase 1 of
All of
MCU.
Phase 1. Yup.
We
Rambo
got 2
mode.
more phase. Oh, what am I thinking? We got like what 4 more phases now? 4
That's
more
some.
phases now to go.
Yeah, you guys can
Four,
get me
yeah.
on the Quantumania. I'll speak about
Hey, we'll
that.
get there when we get there.
Oh, man. We'll
Alright.
get there. We'll get there. We'll see y'all next time.
Till the next one.